What they do, what they do. What's happening? Good afternoon. It's 2 o'clock, man. I'm getting in this thing late. I'm sorry. I apologize to myself, to be honest with you. I apologize to myself. It's late. It means I gotta go. Gotta be doing stuff later, which I don't really want to be doing. But it's all love. It's all good. I like it. Running low on low storage. Let's get that about the way. What's good? What's good? Yep. Peace. I see you, Chi-Town. That's what it do. What up, Kay? We clocking in. We back. We back. How y'all doing today? I'm chilling. I'm doing it. I'm moving around. Y'all definitely, let's like up the live. Beta, what's good? I appreciate it. I will definitely try to. What up, Shy? We in this thing. Good afternoon. I be doing you wrong. Not really. I apologize if you feel that way, though. I do. Yeah. But we just getting in here, man. Let's warm up a little bit. Males want multiple women, not that family life-ish. I didn't make this thumbnail for those of you guys on the YouTubes. I didn't make this. I actually found this on Facebook. I was just going through. I will. I was going through Facebook, which I don't normally do and I don't recommend, but what age group am I talking? Any age group. I don't think men of any age group prefer this over that. Personally, men don't change that much. Unfortunately, we don't change that much. So yeah, no, I'm going through Facebook, and I come across this, and I thought I was like, this is the type of post when you got to go to the comments. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Facebook is a scary place. So yeah, I go to the comments and I'm like, let me see what they talking about. Man after 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 man. Oh man, I ran down. I went through 50 comments. Every single man said this. I mean, sorry. Every single man said that. Every single one. Every last one. Now, of course, we could take it with a grain of salt. Of course, right? It's not a study. It's a Facebook post. Don't get me wrong. And most men end up getting married, right? But most men don't have access to that. Let's be real. You saw this on Facebook too, Jazzy. Yeah. So most men don't have access to that. They don't, right? And So it's kind of, you don't really know, but I know based on how I base it on men's actions. And when I say that, I'm saying I base it on how men don't. I'm looking at it like men don't ever do the things that we need to do to, be in a healthy relationship. So I think that most men want that and don't prefer this. That's me. I had this, but she left me for that. I've always wanted this. You had this, she left me for that. She left you to be third wheel in a threesome. Is that what happened? I disagree. I don't know. I have a hard time believing. I don't know if she left you to be that. She left you probably because y'all didn't work out, and maybe she fell into that. I don't think she left you for that though. But I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. I could be wrong. Yeah, I don't know. I could be wrong. But yeah, I'm not. I don't think most men are interested in this. I think most men are interested in having babies. I think most men. Okay, so let's itemize the photo, right? When I say this, she left you to run to the street life. I mean, a lot of people turn to the streets when they leave a relationship. But so I think that most men want a woman. I think most men want in home vagina, right? So that would be her. And I think most men want children. So that would be them. I don't think most men want to be this at all. I don't think most men want to be like to fulfill this role, right? I think that they want this and they want this coupled with this. That's what I think. I think they would. I think most men see themselves like this, but at best you can only get this in their mind. Like this is their best shot. Is like getting like one woman that is going to love them down, and have some kids with. But if we sat at like, if you want, if we really sat down, and really gave men a choice, they would do that. They would choose that. 100%, 100% chance. Men overestimate their value. Absolutely. Absolutely. Men use this to manipulate women. That's 100%. They use this. They sell women on this, saying that this is what they want. When really, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can do for that too. You could replace this picture with like a man sitting down playing video games. You can replace this picture with like a man going on boys trips, going to the bar every day, or you know what I mean? Like you could replace this picture with a few things. I'm sorry, on YouTube it would be this one. You could replace that picture with a few different pictures. It don't necessarily have to be this, but I know they don't really want this. "310 said ED kicking in, so I got it. So I take this, got to pass on that." See what I'm saying? He keeping it a bean. What up, villain?
Finally, you be doing me wrong. I've been in a request. I'm always in a request on your eye. You don't never let me up.
Hey man, I can only get around when I get around. It ain't nothing personal.
Yeah, I get it. You be busy.
It's a format.
Well, to respond to the topic, I'm going to say they want a little bit of both. They want that, but they want them to dress like this, if that makes sense. They want them to dress a certain way. They might not want them to dress like that. They want two women, but they want them to dress modest, if that makes sense. Some men, they'll probably want them to dress modest. They'll want them to be submissive and stuff like this. So they want that, but they want them to be this, like how the way they dress, how the way they talk, and stuff like that. That's what they want. Stop, girl. And they want threesomes, even though in real polygamy, the women do not sexually engage with each other. That's how real polygamy works. The women do not stay up on the one household. See, here's the thing. A lot of these dudes, they don't really want polygyny. They want polygamy. They want the women to help them simply have an income. Really, wow. They want the women to help him have an income. Really, he's supposed to be the only income in the house. They want the women to help. That's polygamy, not polygyny. But that's what they want. They want all the women to help work. Oh, that's more than one income. No, that's going to be one income. And that one income going to be you. If you cannot provide those women with all their houses, why do you want one? If you can't provide them with all their cars, why do you want one? Y'all love saying that y'all want all these kids, but y'all don't ever be there for all these kids. Just like with Nick Cannon, he made all these kids, and now they single mothers. If you was going to do all that, you could have bought them all their own house. Let them all be up on the one roof. That way they can help each other. If you ain't going to help them. And when we say it takes a village don't mean polygamy. Women don't need to sexually share men just to have help. They can just be a community with other women without having to sexually share men. Oh, don't you want help? I can do that without having to sexually share you. Quit trying to guilt me into simply giving you your fantasy. You can find another woman to do that fantasy, but villain ain't gonna be one of those 3 or 4s. I promise. I tell you, I'm not. Not to come together with a community of women. Me and the other group of women, we can all get our own house and we can stay up under one roof and help each other. We ain't got to add you to the relationship in order for this to work out. Sure, I'm not saying the father shouldn't be around. They can come around. But we don't have to share y'all. We don't have to share you just for this to work. You just want to join in just for your own fantasy. And that's okay if you got a fantasy, but don't think that your fantasy has to be fulfilled just by a relationship. While you can get there without being in a relationship. That's what I'm saying. Some women are down for this if the men are just honest. Some women, I do think some women will be down for this. I just think they feel like they're going to be judged by other women. Just like women who have threesomes with their man. You might as well. If you can invite her in the bedroom, you can invite her into the relationship. That's just how I look at it. Women who go after these married men and think like that he's supposed to leave his wife. Instead of him leaving his wife, just join the marriage. Like all of it can be so simple.
Damn. Well, you said it. I don't disagree. Polygamy is wild, by the way. We're gonna chop that up.
That's what needs to be your topic. Do men want polygyny or do men want polygamy? That's what you need to put. Polygyny or polygamy?
I'm definitely gonna steal that polygamy. That might end up being a little emote. We might have to throw that up there for an emote. I like that polygamy.
He don't even work most of the time because the whole time he wanted it was because he thinking with his little, private area. It don't work. The women become competitive with each other. One of them gotta wait to get attention. One of them gotta wait their turn and stuff like that. In certain situations, they do last long, but even the situation that lasts long, they don't be happy. They just stay because they're in need of help.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you. That's facts. That's facts. A lot of men don't know what they want. They be playing around, and like I said, they just be using this, to manipulate women. Unfortunately, so. But yeah, thanks for coming up, Villain. I appreciate it. Yeah, she ate down on that one. KK, what's good? KK, what's good?
Hey, Republic.
What's going on?
The girlies in the chat that said polygamy, I am screaming. Whoever Whoever said that, you ain't that.
Villain said that.
Diary.
The villain said that.
But everything she said, the only thing I wanted to say is, the only thing I disagreed with her on was I really don't think men like women like that. I think men like sexual access to women, but I don't think men actually like women. They just don't like women. If you ask a man what they like about I promise you will hear nothing about who she is as a person.
Who she is.
It will never be about who she is. It will be about either what she does for him or her private area.
Well, they won't say that part, but
I don't think men like women like that.
I agree. That's what kind of like what my whole platform is about. To shed the light on the fact that men don't really like women.
Right. And I'm like, sis in the comments, they like men, but like women. There it is.
What do they call it?
Chop it up with their homeboys, but they don't like women.
Yeah, the homosocial, relationships or whatever they call it.
Also, we have a name for it now too. I didn't even know there was a name for it.
What is it?
It's just a pattern I had noticed.
What's the name? What's the name?
Oh, I'm like, you had said
homosocial,
type relationship. Yes.
Yeah. That's what it is. That's what I like that. I saw it the other day. I was like, yeah, that sounds about right to me.
That makes perfect sense too. Because think about, they really don't like women like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, which is why we have the manosphere to begin with. We have these podcasts, these red pill type men. If they like women, then why would these men even exist? We wouldn't even have a platform like yours if men liked women.
Yeah, of course not. I'll be talking about politics at this point. I'll be talking about deconstructing the racism or something. Dante said he want to respond to that. Come on up, Dante. You can respond to it. Why can't you come up? But yeah, KK, I appreciate you coming up. I'm gonna get to the next person in the queue.
Oh yeah, just drop me then.
Okay,
yeah.
I got
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Yeah.
Hi.
What's up, Siren?
I just want to come up and say I agree with the lady before last. When it comes to being poly, and I'm not polygamous, I'm polyamorous. Polygamy is already an unethical practice within the poly community, and we talk about this all the time. Yet there are
I don't even know what polygamy. I don't know the differences. I ain't gonna even hold you.
So the difference is basically polygamy encompasses either a man with many wives or a woman with many men. It's an umbrella term.
Okay.
People who basically are with multiple people. Polyamorous is somebody who has multiple sexual romantic relationships, and those dynamics can change depending on who you're with. You know, you have the throuples, you have the people who date separately, et cetera, right?
Okay.
Polygamy specifically has been historically used to basically hoard women because not a lot of women have multiple husbands. It's multiple men with multiple women. But at the same time, those women are not allowed to date outside. They're not allowed to be interested in anybody outside of that one man. And he's essentially pulling them all in and using them as a resource, which ends up leading to economical abuse, could be physical abuse, sexual abuse, et cetera, and they end up all centering this man, right? Mm-hmm. That's how polygamy has become. That's why it's an unethical practice, and that's why people, even in the poly community, don't agree with it. So that's why when she said what she said about how dudes be wanting multiple wives and everything like that, I don't agree with that either. I hate it when I hear a dude say, yeah, I want 3 girls. Because I know specifically he wants 3 girls.
Your phone's cutting out really bad.
Damn, married. Yeah.
Siren, your phone's cutting out. Siren, can you hear me? You got really bad service right now.
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. Okay, fine. Go ahead and drop. But yeah, I agree with what people say about men seeking multiple women. Because at the end of the day, that is very much so a misuse of power, and they do it all the time. I really think multiple people should not be poly at all.
All right, bet. Thanks for coming up. Yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know where I'm at with this picture right here. I don't know what, you know what I'm saying? Like what side I'm on with it. But when I say that, I'm saying like, I don't know if it's just like him just, just having schmecks with a bunch of women, or if it's really like he's saying he wants to be in a relationship with two women. I don't know. But nonetheless, like I said, I think men want both. That's where it is. No, there was no video. Jessica, you have 11 days to approve my read a book emo. Okay. Thank you for telling me. Thanks for the super chat. So yeah, man. It's always about buns and control. Yep. And they deserve none. Men are a black hole. Yeah. Yeah. I did a whole live on that, calling men a black hole. Because they don't care about anybody else's happiness but their own. So here we are. How do you pay for super chats? You got to be on the YouTubes, Dante. You can either do that or do a Cash App. Either one. This is interesting. So like I was saying, I think for the most part, it's all of this stuff is just rooted in control and manipulation. Unfortunately, men, I think, far too often. But all right, so this looks peaceful. This looks productive. You know what I'm saying? Like if a man actually was living up to his responsibilities in this situation, of course, this would seem like it's the better, it's the better of the better of the two options. You know what I mean? On his face. But I think men know that most men aren't going to be this. Like we're not going to be this guy. And a lot of men walk around mad and upset in their own homes because they'll come across a post like this, or they'll come across a post with a girl that looks like that or a girl that looks like that, you know what I mean? And now they're, and they be walking around the house stomping their feet and shit like a petulant child because they don't have that. And and they'll be in this home the whole time, disturbing the peace because they're mad because they can't have that, and that's unfair. Obviously, that's unfair to the wife. That's unfair to the children. It's unfair to yourself, but yeah, that I've seen that a good amount of times. And when I talk to men, yeah, for you guys I should just say this or that, but yeah, the men will see that while they're in this situation, they'll see a post that looks like that, and then they're like upset and they're mad and disappointed because they don't get that. Men don't settle, Dante. Sorry to tell you that men don't settle. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you, but men don't settle. Poly what? I don't know what that means. What poly? There's a bunch of different polys. Somebody just educated me on 2 of them. I don't know what they mean. But
what's up, Paul?
I'm chilling, man. What do you mean poly will mitigate a lot of this?
It'll stop a lot, man, because people won't have a chance to cheat because basically they'll have, what they want in front of them.
And what do they want in front of them? A bunch of women or a bunch of men or whatever you think?
I mean, why you gotta look at it in that sense? It's not really that. It's like a man can want a static. A man can want just like beauty and aesthetics on one end, and he can just want a person that can have a range of mental. Like a woman can be very like mentally intelligent. He probably want that woman, and the other woman might be just beautiful to him. So he got the best of both worlds, and vice versa. It can be like for the woman and the man too. A woman having two men. I ain't biased on it.
You know what? I don't think poly will mitigate it. I think typically what will mitigate, because women aren't walking around mad that they're not living this life. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. Like I don't think many women are walking around upset because because they're not living that. They're not getting to that life, right? I think most women that are living this life are like all they really want is for their man to live up to his responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think many women are walking around stomping up and down the steps because they just got on Instagram for 5 minutes and saw a post with some woman, some hot attractive girl or something like that, and now they mad that they don't got that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's common, or some man, I should say, in their case, seeing some man and being like, oh man, I wish I had that. Like I don't think that that's the reality. So what the problem seems to be, from my perspective, is men objectifying women and not being able to be satisfied with one woman because they feel entitled to have every woman.
I can't clock you on a lie, Paul, because you actually be accurate, but no offense to your doctrine. It just, I feel like you be leaving out a little bit because you right. I want to start off saying that you right, but sometimes like we men and sometimes we close women off for showing their other side. And I know you're gonna say why you just won't do what you got to do to get that side unlocked. But they're having the balance of two people, one person always gonna be neutral, and they'll be able to be the mediator of the relationship.
What? I don't understand.
Paul, don't do that, man. Don't do that, Paul. Don't do that.
Hey, man.
I just pulled it out my head. I'm talking for real.
It feel like it. It sound like it. Let me read this super chat and then I'll get back to you. Solomon is a great example of how lust can never be fulfilled. It's insatiable. Exactly. So you got to control it. Men are still whining about Dollhouse Q said, damn it, what happened? Dollhouse Q said, men are still whining about providing for one woman. How can they afford multiple? Men want to pimp many women and live off of them and have unlimited exes or unlimited sex. Sorry. Exactly. Smex. That's what it is. I'm not, what did I leave out? Can you fill it in for me? Can you tell me exactly what I left out when I said, so I'll reiterate what I said. What I said was most women in general don't care for this or that, I should say. Sorry. They don't care for that. Most women don't care one way or the other. I'm saying they don't care to be a woman in the middle with two men on the side, and they definitely don't care to be with a man in the middle and sharing a man with another woman. The vast majority of women. Apparently this woman does. Let's hear what she has to say. And when they're in this relationship, they're not upset about not having that. You know what I'm saying? I think they're perfectly fine with not having that and more content with having this. But for men, it's the opposite. For men, they will have this, have the woman, everything. Look up Nature Boy. I don't know that. Who is that, Jessica? They will have that. They will have this. And then they'll be mad that they don't have that. That's what I'm saying. So, what am I missing?
I got you. So when I say that you're missing something, like I said, you're not wrong for the most part, but I just feel like you left some out. So I'm finna insert it. So I feel like women and men have fantasies. We live in a world that our fantasies get suppressed. So even though that they don't want it subconsciously, they have a urge for it. You know what I'm saying? Because this just me talking. This my opinion. I feel like 90% of the world have fantasies. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said,
I mean,
I feel like it's always room.
But what's
for,
the
you know what I'm saying?
But what's the fantasy?
Say it again.
Everybody has fantasies, but your assumption,
Exactly.
are you trying to make the assumption that most women have this fantasy? Because I doubt that most women have this fantasy.
It might not be long term, but you know what I'm saying? Do whatever it takes for the float your relationship.
But what does that have to do with what we're talking about there? Because
it's a lot.
I think most women would prefer this. I think this is more of a fantasy. And the reason why I'm saying this is more of a fantasy for women, because in this, I'm saying assume that this man is actually a decent human being. Let's just, you know what I'm saying? So I think that the fantasy for most women is to find a man that is a decent human being and treats her like a decent human being. Right? And I think that a lot of women have checked out of trying to find this because it's almost impossible, because not many men meet that criteria. So it's hard for me to believe that that there are also most women want that, because that doesn't make any sense. They're trying to, like, this man doesn't respect women at all. So how could that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It just kind of don't make sense to me. It's like, so what's the...
why are you trying to separate the two though? Like, why he gotta be this man and why he gotta be that man? Why it can't just be one just one side of the time, just this part of the timeline, and he growing to be that person? Because like I said, women like the women I talk to, they don't sugarcoat, bro. So women mentally are in love with other women. You know what I'm saying? So with two people in a group that have a secure man in himself, there's a real relationship. Being honest, bro.
Women are in love with other women? Most women?
Mentally.
No. Men are in love with other men mentally. That's what we've been talking about. The what's it called? The homosocial dynamic. That is men. Why do men constantly say things about women that are in fact things that men do? Women are in love with women's mental. They're not. Women like each other, right? Because women respect each other more than, you know what I'm saying? Like, women respect each other far more than men respect men, and far more than men, way more than men respect women. So yeah, they respect each other and they like each other. They're not in love with other women though. They don't move like that. Women aren't ditching their boyfriends to go hang out with their girlfriends. Women aren't, like, I just saw that video. I did a video on it. But that guy who was like on the phone with that girl and was like laughing at her because he had plans to go to lunch with her, and he's in the back seat of his friend's car, and apparently he was going on like a boys trip or something like that. Like, I don't see women doing shit like that. That's not that's not normal. Like, that's not the norm. Once again, hold on. I gotta help people out. Some women do actually. Of course. Some women do. If you think that I think that no woman does whatever I'm saying, that's crazy. Erase that from your brain. It is unnecessary to say some do anything, because I'm not talking about some. I'm talking about most. Most women don't. Most women don't do that. Most women aren't ditching their boyfriends to go hang out with their girlfriends and then laughing about it with their girlfriends. That is not, you know what I'm saying? Like, if their girls are going on a girls trip, most women aren't ditching a date, standing a man up for a date who they made plans with and said they were going on a date with, and then sitting in the back seat of the car and like laughing at the man as he's like, hey, you know, we were supposed to hang out, and I just flew out from Houston to California to hang out with you, and I'm doing my makeup right now to go hang out with you. And then that woman is on the phone laughing at that man with his homeboy. His homeboy is recording the whole thing, and like, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying no woman has ever, I'm sure there's a woman, but what he did though, that man felt so comfortable doing that. He felt so comfortable doing what he did, laughing at that woman. He posted it on the internet for hundreds of thousands of people to see. That was his hope. He was hoping to go viral with that one. He didn't care if she saw it. It was already bad enough that he stood her up. It was already bad enough he was laughing, even though she didn't know at the time. But now she's going to know he's laughing. And he had her on speakerphone, and he posted it on the internet. Like, how much more callous can you be? Are you good? How much more callous can you be? That's crazy. That doesn't even make sense. I don't think most women are doing that type of stuff. I don't think most women are clamoring to be a third wheel in a threesome. I just don't. If they were, they can have it they can have it like that. That's easy. That's easy for a woman to have. I just don't think most women are running around here longing for that shit. And I don't want to say that most women are running around looking for that or this. I'm sorry, looking for this. Even though I do think most women are looking for this. I mean, y'all can say otherwise. You can say I'm not. I get that. I do. America has propagandized us, has sold us on. You know, we've been conditioned. Women and children, women and men have been conditioned. You know, for this, but women have definitely been conditioned for this. Definitely, definitely. Men have been conditioned for this and conditioned for that. Men have been conditioned to want a wife, to want, you know, in-house vagina, in-house labor, you know, a second income, and to have children, and a person that's going to raise your children. Men are conditioned to want that, but also feel like they deserve this or that. Sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. They're on different sides in the thing. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem. That's the disconnect. That's what it is. And the fact that so many men are in denial about that and acting like that's not reality is very wild to me. Most women are naturally poly is a lie. That's a lie. Based on what? Based on what? Most women are not naturally poly. Y'all just be saying anything. Most women are naturally poly. Based on what? We all want the same man. Not true. Crazy work. You all want the same type of man? Okay. Which, I mean, women aren't a monolith. But if you want me to believe that, it's easier for me to believe that than it is for me to believe that all women are poly. That's crazy. That's exactly what the red pillars say, by the way. That all the women want, you know, they say 20% of men. They say 100% of women want 20% of men. And they never question, well, what do those 20% of men have? They just lie and say they're 6 feet and they got 19-inch wangs and you know, they make up all of that shit. They project instead of like really getting down to the bottom of it. And well, you know, I mean, they're probably economically viable. They're probably more generous. They're nicer. They're more consistent. Yada yada yada. Yeah, we know there's not a lot of good men. I know that. I'm a man, and I talk about it every day. We know there's a lot of good men out there, but not enough. Not enough. So yeah, I agree that most women want the same way most men want the same type of women, no doubt about it. Most men do want the same type of women, and because it's not really that big of a. I mean, like when you think about it, it's like most women want a man who's kind, who's generous, who's attentive, who's honest, who has integrity, who's caring, who's empathetic. Like, duh. But men want those things too. Men want those things too. We want those things out of our women too. But for men, we know that most women meet that criteria, right? So the bar for women is extremely high because men want a woman who is nice, kind, generous, a workhorse, right? All that stuff. But also she gotta be 34, 20, whatever. What's the brick house shit? 30, 34, 20 something, 30, 26 or whatever it is. That's what they want. You gotta look like this, right? You gotta have this. But you can't be too smart because why are you with him? But you gotta be smart. 38, 24, 36. Exactly. So, you know, they got that. That's what men want. That's what most men want. That's what men want, right? That's what they're looking for. And then they want that woman to be faithful to him, but then allow him to be this at the same time. That's what most men want. Physical labor, yep. That's what most men want. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they want you to be smart like how capitalists want you to be smart. Like capitalists want you to be just smart enough to do the job, but not smart enough to question like the working conditions and your pay. they want you smart enough to do the task, but not smart enough to organize. You know what I mean? L Law, appreciate the super chat. L Law said, it would be interesting to know how long these poly relationships last. I know a man who is into this for over 20 years and they never last. Yeah, they're short term. They're short term. But you know, people could tell me they poly and all of that stuff, and I'm all for it. I'm not on some like heteronormative, you know, pushing, you know what I'm saying, monogamy on people. I'm not on any of that type of time. I'm not. A lot of people, yeah, I don't even want to speak on that. That's for them. That's their business. You know what I'm saying? As far as I'm concerned. How long do relationships and marriages don't last that long because of men? Relationships and marriages don't last that long because men aren't we're not human beings. You know what I mean? Like we're just not. If men were human beings, relationships would last forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. You can't tell me otherwise. Right? I'm open, I'll listen to it, but I don't believe it. If men were human beings and we treated women as human beings, there is nothing you can tell me to make me think that the divorce rate would drop to 10%. You know what I mean? It would be so low at that point. Like it would be crazy. Like people just don't work out. Don't get me wrong. There's reasons to get divorced, right? But the overwhelming reasons why people get divorced is because men aren't living up to, they're not living up to the expectations of women. They're not matching women's energy. They're not doing the things like women are doing all of these things in a relationship, and men simply aren't doing. They're not, men aren't doing that stuff. Women are doing all of the labor, the mental labor, the physical labor, and men are like, bringing in a bag. Like women are like, you come home from Target, you come home from grocery shopping, they're carrying like 7, 8, 9 bags, and men are grabbing like the toilet paper and the bag with some frozen goods in it, and they're mobbing in the house. Like that's kind of like how I look at what like men's contributions in a lot of these relationships. Like they're not contributing enough. What Ray Riz yapping about? Let's see. Ray Riz, I with my son mom for 10 years. She was a headache. I can't imagine having 2 headaches at once. I doubt she was the headache, Ray. Ray, I doubt very much so that your girl was the headache in your relationship. When men say women are headaches, they mean women won't be doormats. That's how, in men's minds, that's how women end up not being headaches. Or that's how women end up being headaches. It's like, oh, she's a doormat, so she's not a headache. But if she doesn't like lie down and let you hump her like a fish, you know what I'm saying? Like when you want to, and and bark and roll over on command, and oh man, she's such a headache. She challenged me to be a better person. How dare she? I could tell by everything you say, Ray. You are not and have never been interested in working on yourself whatsoever. Who would want to be with a man like that? In all honesty, who would want to be with a man that's like that? That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm bad, bro. I was driving. My bad.
You good?
What was the last thing you said?
I don't remember. I don't remember. That was a long time ago.
Okay. Well, what I was saying, I feel like pilot or whatever you want to call it, they can redefine the whole thing to be for real. But I think that'll be a better way to, like, you know what I'm saying, gauge a relationship nowadays.
What is? What's a way to gauge a relationship?
Being open or trying pilot.
Say that again.
Somebody said no need to repeat yourself.
Hold on. Say that again. Because you were saying that would like mitigate breakups. Now, I think what will mitigate breakups is men becoming better people.
That's true too.
I think that's it. I don't think poly will mitigate, because men will still cheat even if they have poly.
What about if the woman get bored?
She wouldn't get bored if you treated her right.
You think so?
I don't think the vast majority of women get bored with the man that's treating them right. With the man that's treating her right. I'm not saying no women get bored. Once again, y'all know I'm only speaking about the masses. Of course, there's some women that are going to get bored. No doubt about it. Are most women going to get bored if a man is attentive and taking care of her and stuff? Of course not. Why would she get bored with that? Who gets bored with that?
I seen it. I ain't even gonna speak on my generation or I consider your generation my generation too, because I grew up with my uncles basically. We ain't numbered a couple years apart, but I'm saying like the older generation, like the 60s and the 70s, them folks still together, but they got bored of each other. You know what I'm saying? What's the point of like still being married, but y'all living on different wings of the house? I consider that being bored of each other. I'm
not arguing with that, but that man was a damn tyrant to that woman, and that's what happened. That's what I'm saying. They just stayed together. That man never respected her. That man never took care of her. And just that old school mentality is like, we don't get divorced. That's all that is. I've been telling men, women can keep a man all she wants. Men can get a man and keep a man. All she got to do is be willing to put up with with whatever amount of bullshit that man is going to dish out. That's it. Super easy. She could get a man and keep a man. She can get a man tomorrow and keep him until forever. All she got to do is put up with his bullshit.
When you see, I be want to disagree, but I can't disagree because I know how you generalize. But
yeah, of course. Why do you want? Listen to what's going on. Why are you why do you want to push back with not with the minority? Like, why are we always having this disconnect where I'm talking about the majority of women and you're always talking about the minority, at best the minority, if ever? Like, if some of the stuff you say has never happened in the history of niggerdom, right? But some of the stuff you say is like, okay, yeah, I can see like a woman doing it because anything's possible. Anything's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, dragons are like, there's a possibility that dragons exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a possibility that humans are not from the planet Earth and the Yakubians brought us down in test tubes and unleashed us on Earth. There's a chance that this is all a simulation, and it's really the Matrix. There's a chance for anything, brother. There's a chance you can jump in a volcano and live. You know what I'm saying? There's a chance. I don't know. There's a chance somewhere. That's the type of shit you be talking about to me, though. The stuff you be saying be like the equivalent of a man jumping in a volcano and living. And you expect me to be like we having two different conversations. We're having two different conversations.
I wouldn't go that far, Paul. What I'm saying is like, okay, if I see it a lot in my state, of course, I don't still think that'll be a minority because we really can't measure it. Just say Alabama, and you live in California, right? You don't think that's going on in California, New York, Illinois, states like that too?
What don't I think is going on?
The part like when you say how I try to gravitate to speaking on the minority of things. Yeah,
but what part though? I'm saying what doesn't happen?
We wasn't talking about nothing in particular, but we can just say like the topic. When you say
do I think it's regional? Do I think this behavior is regional? Absolutely the fuck not. I think this is global. Not only is it happening in Alabama, it's happening in Afghanistan. It's happening in Algiers. It's happening in Australia. You know what I'm saying? Like, not only is it happening in Alabama, it's happening in Antigua. It's happening in it's happening everywhere. That's why I hate when y'all try to act like it's happening in my city. No, it's not. Whatever you're saying is happening in your city, I promise you it's not. It's happening everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. And we really wasn't, that just further your point. We actually wasn't talking about your point because your point was right. But the bottom part, like when we was talking about pattern, do you think, what's the, give me a percentage on how many women in the world, in the U.S., let's just say the U.S., that's actually, can I say bi?
Yeah, bi probably, identify as bi, probably 2%.
You said 2% in the U.S.?
Yeah. Maybe 5. I'll go high, 5%.
Okay, let's not say identified. That's actually participated in any kind of bad activity.
Oh, I don't know. Probably 15, 20. Depends on the age. Yeah. Therese said 2.2%. I said 2% initially, but I went higher. Somebody said it's way more. I'm like, I don't think it's way more. Because you gotta think. All right, so yeah. I don't think it's that many. But what's the point though? You think bi isn't poly, by the way. So what are you saying?
Well, that's right. Bi isn't poly, but my point is women get satisfied by other women in other ways than what men can give them.
Yeah, because men are trash. That's the point, and it ain't physical. Yeah, their homegirls. They like talking to their homegirls because their homegirls listen to them. They like talking to their homegirls because their homegirls ain't trying to gaslight them. I like talking to women more than I like talking to men. I like talking to my homegirls more than I like talking to my homeboys. It's way better. The conversations are way more fun. I love it there. It's the best. Way more fun. They listen better. They're funnier. They don't say inappropriate, stupid shit that I gotta like just swallow. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I could. It's like they say like all the politically correct shit like without even trying, because they're not trying to be politically correct. That's just who they are. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's just better. It's just a better conversation, and they're smarter typically. They're especially for me, right? Because I like to talk to people where our vernaculars are on the same level, right? Our vernacular is on the same level. The amount of words that we use typically, on the same level. When I talk to my homeboys, they can barely articulate themselves. My male friends can barely. I got like one male friend that can like fluidly and fluently articulate his thoughts consistently. But guess what? He has a fucking master's. Like he has an MBA. Like everybody, the rest of my male friends, for the most part, I know dudes that make a lot of money. I know all that aside, just trying to have a conversation with them sometimes is tough because they don't even know how to articulate themselves. Whereas with my female friends, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We talking.
I want to ask you because I don't want to stray away from your point, but that like I hear that a lot from people. But do you feel like you have to like disengage from them type of people though?
I do. I don't really talk to my male friends anymore.
That's selfish, bro.
It's not selfish at all. I don't owe them niggas nothing. I don't owe them nothing.
You don't, but you can sharpen people. You know what I'm saying? It ain't
not my job.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Not my problem. That's just not my problem. Don't give a fuck. It's not my problem. If they want to come around and kick it, come around and kick it. Come around and kick it.
Yeah. I low key think you throw some slicks at me, but we straight, Paul. We straight.
I didn't say nothing about you. What you talking about?
You did. Do I say you throw some slicks?
When? I didn't say nothing about you.
What went over your head too then, but no.
Oh yeah, it wasn't about you. See, you're so vain. You probably thought that quote was about you, but it wasn't. Had nothing. I wasn't even thinking about you. What you talking about? Me and you ain't never talked on the phone.
Be saying somebody insecurity in a minute. Oh, but okay, but on a serious note, so you don't see like honestly, Paul, outside of the lab, critically think with me. You don't think an open relationship or a poly relationship will better a relationship?
Nope,
at all.
Not in most cases. Why do you want to be in an open relationship when men are trash at one relationship? We're bad at the one relationship. You think we can handle two?
Well, I'm saying the one that fix themselves or either heal or the ones that just already dealt.
Once again, now you're talking about the man jumping in the volcano again. It's like, what are we talking? What? How many men have fixed themselves? You just said that I owe my friends conversations to sharpen them. Like, what the fuck? Fix yourself. Like my homeboys didn't fix me.
Paul, you be throwing folk down a rabbit hole to be trying to make them find their way out. So what? So that might be the problem because,
what?
Like I said,
how am I throwing? Hold on, wait. What? How am I throwing somebody down a rabbit hole? They're in it. They're stuck. I dug my way out of the rabbit hole. I'm digging my way out of it, and you want me to pull them up? And here's the worst part. The prototype. They don't even be looking for my help. Like I would, like let's say hypothetically they were looking for my help and I just ignored them. I kicked them and okay, cool, then I'll be with you. But that ain't even the case. That's not even the case. They're not even looking for my help. For free, exactly. They want me to do the labor for free. Look, man, these men ain't giving me no vagina. They not helping me clean up the house. They not putting in on none of these bills. They don't talk to me nicely. They don't care about me. Like, you expect me to help them For what? What do I owe them?
You owe them a lot, Paul.
Oh my God.
Listen.
Oh my God.
That's your purpose, Paul. That's your purpose, bro. That's your purpose, bro.
Oh my God. Then what am I doing here? The prototype. Then what am I doing here then? Why don't they come here? My friends know they can come here. They be in here, but I'm saying like they know. All my family knows, all my friends know. They've seen me live. My mama, my niece, my cousins, everybody. I'm sure my daddy done been in here before, and I don't even talk to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like they all done seen me be like, come in here and talk to me then. I ain't, hey man. Or if you really want to holler at me about something, holler at me about something. But most of the time, when men call you about an issue, they want you to just tell them that they right. That's all they want. 99% of the time, when your homeboy call you and that fool want to have a conversation about some shit that's going on, all that man wants you to do is tell him he right.
Yes, man.
That's it. And I'm fucking tired of it. I'm too old for that shit. What are we doing here at this point?
I feel you, bro. I feel you. I can't argue with that because I do the same thing, but like, okay, I feel the same way because I started off on Facebook. I didn't have hardly none of the people that I knew jump on because people don't want you to, like, people don't want their business. It ain't that they don't want their business out there. It just, they don't want their business out there, Paul. I ain't even gonna sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
That's all.
I get it. They don't want their business out there because they know they look trash. Right? Let's call a spade a spade.
You right.
They don't want their business because
you right.
Look, man, if you ain't doing the work and you got something to hide, then of course you don't want your business out there. I don't care about my business being out. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
You're a real nigga, Paul. You're a real nigga.
Whatever it is, I'm a human being. That's what I'm trying to be. I'm a human being in practice. That's the best way I can describe it. I don't got nothing. I ain't trying to hide nothing from y'all. I'm not trying to be like, I just want to be a better person. So I talk about it openly, right? Like that's what it is. That's my whole goal or whatever. You want to come along for the ride, come along for the ride. But I don't owe them dudes nothing. But here's the thing. I still be picking up the phone when they call me. I still be responding to the text when they text me. I do, but I'm not about to go out of my way. And that's, you know what? I even hate because I'm lying about that. I do. I be throwing them little lifelines. I be sending them little articles. I be sending them little charts and little think pieces and shit and videos to spark they, you know what I'm saying? I do that shit. And guess what? I get in return?
What'd you get, Paul?
Crickets.
Well, tell you what, bro.
Left on red.
I'm appreciative of it. Send it to me, bro.
Send it to you? No. Absolutely. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I got too many people I send too many memes to. This ain't in my I'm not talking about like on my online people. I'm talking about I'll be texting. These are my peoples. I got their number, they got my number. I'll be texting them. I ain't about to. No new friends, man. We all booked up over here. My wife already mad at me right now. I got too many friends. She was like, you ain't got enough time for all these people. And she right. I gotta narrow the list down. You know what I'm saying? The list is we close. But you come in here, I'm talking to you right now. We doing the work right now. All you gotta stop doing is just saying the opposite of the truth, and we'll be all right.
Oh, I'm an op now. I'm forever an op now.
You ain't gotta be an op. Don't be an op, man. Be optimistic. Shit. That's what I want y'all to be. Be optimistic. Stop being incorrigible. Cause this shit is crazy. The way y'all be saying, the way y'all say the opposite of what the truth of what reality is it gotta be studied at this point. We gotta put it under a microscope and get to the bottom of it. Cause I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no fucking way this making any sense. Cause you saying that most women get bored based on what?
Bro, like I promise you, women that get bored, they might not physically show it to you, but they get bored, bro. And I ain't saying it in my personal life. I got close friend girls that actually disclose this stuff to me. So I firsthand know.
You don't firsthand know.
Bro, I'm an open book, bro. Like, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro.
You don't. That's not firsthand. That's secondhand knowledge.
Well, Yeah, okay. However you want to.
And ask him, why are you getting bored?
Matter of fact, can you ask that question to the chat and bring one person up that agree with it?
That women get bored?
Yeah, one person that agree with it, if they agree with it.
Let's say anybody, any woman that gets bored with men, not but I ain't want to say every woman gonna come up because they all get bored with men.
So what we talking about?
Because we already went through this. Women, you look at it as boredom. It's not bored necessarily though. They get tired of being mistreated. That's what it is. And it looks like boredom. Yeah, you can call it boredom. But in reality, it's because they're just tired of being mistreated, and they're tired of women they're tired of men not being matching their energy, right? Also, men are kind of boring though. Like low key, like I ain't gonna even hold you. Like the average man is boring. Like I said, the average man can barely formulate a sentence. The average man can barely articulate himself. The average man can barely express himself. Like barely. The average man can barely do it. And it ain't the best. I'm just saying they can do it to some extent. So,
but you know a lot of that when women say it, a lot of that only get addressed when they fall out of love, because you don't have to articulate yourself for a person to tolerate you or love you, or energy gives off. So, like I said, I use bored as the base word for how I express, because that's in my vocabulary range. But when I say that, like when they know the man energy is pulled back, they tend to get like, okay, I need that. I don't know how to articulate it. You're right, cool. Fuck it.
In real time, this is what I be saying. Men can't never. But here's why I think you're struggling with formulating this thought. I ain't gonna even hold you. I don't think it's because you don't got the words or whatever. I think it's because what you're saying is bullshit, and it's hard to find a word. No tea, no shade. What you're trying to articulate is bullshit, so it's hard for you to put it into words. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to put bullshit into words. It really is, because if it made sense, it would be easy. It would be like no, da 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 da. But it's you don't know how to say it because you never experienced it. You don't know anybody who has, and it's just made up. You just making shit up as like, because you just don't want to accept the fact that men fall well short of meeting the needs of women, and women don't fall short of meeting our needs.
I'm gonna let you clock me real quick. I know it coming. So okay, just say for instance, now I ain't even gonna get into it, but you know how with the base of the red pill community stand for is for like fixing themselves, right?
Nope.
So let me finish my part. You
okay. All right, go ahead.
Let me correct when I finish. Right. So to me, from my studies of the red pill community, is for like fixing themselves. So if they in the mode of talking to a woman, they study gonna be investing in themselves more. The woman could be intrigued with the man, but they know that energy, what they, you know what I'm saying, probably initially started with, it ain't there. They tend to get bored and they'll flock away. I'm from Alabama, bro. Don't judge me. Bro.
Nah, bro. It ain't that, man. I understand with what? You act like I'm some bro. Nah, it ain't that. What you saying it ain't connecting, fam. It's not connecting. Say it again. Make it make sense for me. One more shot. I don't know what I'm not even joking. What are you trying to say? Somebody said you can't make sense of bullshit. She said, Lauren said you can't make sense out of nonsense. And I agree. So I'm trying to, but I want to know. I'm listening intently. So what's going on? What do you mean?
The truth will set you free, bro.
The truth will set you free. What are we talking about? What are you saying? One more time. I give you one more shot at it. Let me see it. Let me listen. I'm listening close. I'm close my eyes and everything.
When you was in your running gun era, right?
Okay.
Have you ever been on like a level up spree and like kind of like brush women off?
So when I was running the streets was
You ain't gotta tell on yourself.
No, I'm trying to make it make sense in my head. So when I was running the streets, and when you say level up, I don't know what you mean. What does that mean? Like when I was just like
getting to the bag.
Check. I was never getting to the bag. I didn't start getting into the bag. I didn't start getting to the bag until I got married.
Okay, so boom. Let's use that.
I was having fun
concept on somebody that did. So that same concept on somebody that did that. I wouldn't say shun the women off, but they don't have the time for them. You know what I'm saying? So when they start pulling back too much, that's when like the woman get bored.
I gotta tell you something. Men who are in a quote unquote level up spree, women are like Jello to men in general. Women are like Jello, like dessert. It's always room for Jello. They'll always make room for a woman, always, because we live for women, right? And I wish that we actually did the things that women needed us to do for them, but we live for women. We live to have access to women. That's what we live for. So saying that, what level up, man? I done seen dudes juggling 3 jobs, going to school, and still talking about chasing vagina. Like that don't never stop. I don't know what's going on.
So, okay, I'm going to give a little guy code out. Fuck it. This shit need to be debunked anyway.
Okay.
Because it's tied. In Alabama, they got guy code saying that if you kind of chastise a woman, or they call it low rate. If you low rate a woman, she'll always like try to, you know what I'm saying, chase you.
So if you nag, that's called nagging. Yeah, that's not true. If you nag a woman, she won't like you. The average woman runs away from the man that's nagging her. The average woman runs away from the man that's nagging her. Just FYI. From my experience. Go ahead, Therese.
Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. This gentleman is confused in a few ways, but in this particular way, he's assuming when these guys think poly, they think one man, multiple women. They assume the women are also going to be partners as well, which that seemed to be what he was describing. And first of all, like I said, bisexual identifying women, it's like 1% to 4%, depending on what study you look at. Yeah. It's not a very large population. And bisexual women aren't all non-monogamous. There are bisexual women who are in monogamous relationships. In fact, I was going to say,
I think most of them would be, yeah.
Most of them are monogamous. Second thing is, I don't know where these dudes get off who can't even manage one successful relationship with one partner, and they think they can manage 2 or 3.
That's what I've been saying. I don't get it at all. I'm like, y'all trash at one. Like, imagine juggling. Imagine you got one ball. you just trying to throw the ball up and catch it. That's all you got to do. Throw the ball up and catch it. You drop that out of 10 throws, you done drop that motherfucker 8 times. And then somebody come along and say, now do it with 2. That's what men. That's what men are like with women. I'm like, y'all are trash at just catching this one ball 10 times, or you can't do it. Now you saying like, ooh, what is this ball? Let me throw this other one in here. You're trash. You're trash.
You don't understand that polyamorous is relationships. Many loves, multiple relationships, not just non-monogamy. That's a big umbrella, but polyamorous, those are actual relationships. And if you don't have the emotional intelligence to deal with one woman, you can't deal with multiples. And also, a lot of these heterosexual guys in the poly community, there's just as many toxic ones, like, per capita as there are in, when you're looking at the regular group of guys. There are many guys who are just trying to build a harem. Like it sounds like what this person is kind of going for and what the gentleman in your picture is. And the ones that want them all to cohabitate, they just want to take the labor exploitation they have with one woman and exploit 2 or 3 more.
Yep.
Really just want more women's labor to exploit. They're not interested in connection. They're just interested in vaginas. and they hear poly, they think, oh, more vaginas for me.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't.
They go poly want a cracker.
What it is. Is that really worth it? Also, what was the last thing I wanted to say? Yeah, these guys are just freaking trash. Yeah, so not all bisexual women are poly. Poly ain't for y'all. It's not. Just stop. Get it out of your mind. Just, you need to have next level emotional, maturity and emotional availability to do that successfully. And most of y'all do not have it. And with that, I will land, and I'm going to eat my fuck now.
Thank you, Tari.
Thanks, public.
No problem. Yeah, I'm not interested in no poly relationship personally, but y'all be safe. Y'all be safe. Hey, what up, Shawnee? What up, Auntie?
Hey, public. Hey, I just came up here because to answer his question about do women get bored with men, the answer is yes. Women, y'all are boring, and to make matters worse, y'all also tend to rely on women to build y'all's social life on your behalf, especially with married couples. I've heard of women having to even remind their husbands to remind their husbands to go hang out with his own friends. And I talked about this before. That's why I find it funny men try to say women are boring, but women be outside. They go out. They have social lives. We hang out with our friends. We they spend money. We do all of this stuff. That's why I find it weird for even men to say that, because most of y'all don't even know how to plan a date. You ask women, oh, where should I take you? And it's you would know where to take women if you actually had any type of social life to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
I'm just saying. And then also if y'all were so much more entertaining, it's why do y'all's social lives tend to fall apart when y'all get divorced? Because your wife was managing everything on your behalf. You can't even manage your own social connections. She was doing it on your behalf, and now all of that stuff falls apart when y'all get married and when y'all end up divorced. So is that a coincidence? I don't think so.
Not at all. Definitely not a coinkadink. Auntie, go ahead.
I came up for one to answer his question also, and to make a thing that I figured out, or a point that I figured out. To answer your question, men get complacent. That's what we get bored from. So doing the same thing over and over again.
That's fine. I like it. Run that back. Say it one more time for the people.
Yeah, men get complacent. So that's what we're bored of. They will get I've seen men literally will go on one place for a date and just keep taking her to that same place because she liked it that one time.
Mm-hmm.
That shit gets boring. We like to try new things, go to new places, all that stuff. So a lot of that is just complacency, and men don't see it. They say we're being complicated, but no, y'all are just complacent. But one thing that I noticed, because I'm curious about everything, so I go and invade spaces just to see what people say. And so I invaded the poly space just to see how this would work. It was via Facebook groups. I even went to a couple of parties. I was all the way trying to figure out how people interact. And what I learned is I don't think it's as much about smecks as we think it is. I think on the surface they say it's smecks, but if we really think in reality, a lot of men, especially as they get older, can't even keep up with one woman sexually. So I don't think it's more about that. What I think it is they realize that women have good relationships with women, and so they're using the other woman to have a relationship with the woman they currently have. They don't want to do the work, so they say, just like they want us to do labor for other things, they want the other woman to do the emotional labor for a relationship. So to keep the relationship together, to hang out with each other, all the things they don't want to do because they're complacent, I think that's what it's more about. Even in the house, they're oh yeah, if you have kids, y'all can take care of, y'all both can take care of the kids. Really listen to what they say is good about poly, and it has a lot to do with things that men don't want to do. Take care of kids, clean the house, another person to work. It's all things that men don't want to do, so they want to get another person to fill their role while they still get the benefits of it.
I'll be honest, I don't know much about poly, but so I'm gonna take your word. It's people
about everything. So I am good for like jumping at people. Like right now, I'm over there in like Trump Nation right now. Just
just because I definitely been over there watching some stuff just because I just like to watch and laugh at them. Like these motherfuckers is crazy. Solo, what's going on, brother? I brought you up. Yeah, made some comments, man. What you want to get off your chest?
Yeah, when she said, she was talking about how like men weren't really like being able to satisfy women in a monogamous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Damn, that's crazy."
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody said, "Yeah, it's true." I said, "Man, I really don't doubt it at all."
Yeah, it's a real thing. Very common. When's the last? Are you with somebody?
You said what?
You got a girlfriend, wife?
Oh no, I'm single.
When you were dating somebody, have you ever asked them were they satisfied?
I didn't ask them if they were satisfied. No.
How do you know that you're not one of the men contributing to the statistics?
I'd say during sex, I would look at nonverbal indications.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And that's about it. I wouldn't really like communicate it.
Nah. Never nonverbal. Never. I would never believe the sounds a woman make. Women be making sounds to make sounds to fucking make your ass hurry up most of the time. I don't even know. They can even like it. I'm not saying they don't like it, but I'm saying like it's just a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I don't mean she actually fucking like, getting satisfied though. Like, let's be real.
Yeah, probably fool me.
They definitely fool me. Yeah, I'm just saying. So I don't think most men ask women jack shit about if they satisfied or not. That's my guess. Let me read this super chat real quick. BK Standard, I appreciate you. Said, man, you can't be having these juicy topics while I'm at work. It's 6:10 Eastern. I missed a big portion. Nah, you missed about an hour and 23 minutes. We just warming up. It's light work so far. Go ahead, the prototype.
Okay. A lot of
hey, hold on. I'll be right back. You keep talking. I can hear you. I'm listening.
I'll wait.
Don't pay to get me dropped. Cause I came up here to bake his old cinnamon crust. Damn, I can't even get it out. I'm trying to bake him. I couldn't even get it out.
Yeah,
we know. Cinnamon toast crunch head looking ass with his painted nails. Hey, and look, women always told me my whole entire life, bro. You feel me? That they were satisfied, bro. Every time. While we in it, while we doing it. And afterwards, they be like, "Oh my God, you literally just fucked the shit."
Hey, come on, bro. Why you always come to my page with that crazy shit? Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
My whole life, man, since I was a kid, bro, I've been pleasing women since a kid, bro.
Kid.
They always told me, wow, insect.
Hey, did you say that I look like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? You know that's zesty as hell, boy. I just clocked that. I'm a little sleepy. That boy said I look like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's one of the best cereals on the planet, fam. Thanks.
One thing I would say, man, you like the most coolest feminist guy I ever saw, though, bro.
This fool want to go out on a date. Nah, bro. Stop, man. Stop, bro. I just painted my nails, bro. It ain't what you think it is, though, brother. Y'all crazy, bro. Go ahead, the prototype.
Okay, so fun like this.
Ain't nobody coming for you. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. That's what Ali just said. Thank you, man. Go ahead, the prototype. I'm listening.
Okay, is it the man problem if he can't manage the women?
Yeah.
For me personally, God damn, really?
Mm-hmm. It's always your problem for you to man. What do you mean? Hold on, wait. What you mean manage the women? Hold on. Let me finish. Yeah, finish answering your question. What you talking about manage the women? What you talking about?
I was like, God damn. But check it. So a lot of women, I don't know what it is they like about me. I'm just gonna say my energy. So I had a lot of chances for to be in a poly relationship, but I know like one of the two people wouldn't be a good candidate. So they kind of like bookhead, trying to be like, you know what I'm saying, or the head. I break it down to the best of my ability, you know what I'm saying? They understand it and it work a couple of days or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But I want to know, like, is that my fault?
Hey, man, are you talking about pimping?
No, Paul, no pimping, bro, no. That shit outdated.
What you talking about? They bump heads.
They bump heads like, okay, just like men, it be a competitive thing when you get one or two of the same sexes mixes together. It'd be a competitive thing.
So the women know that you with them and they competing for you?
Not necessarily with. No, I ain't saying they're with me, but it was just like we was sitting down talking about it. You know what I'm saying? And I had this happen like 2 times.
Hey, man, these situations. Do y'all Solo? Do you understand what he asking, or am I tripping? I'm so confused. I don't know what he asking me.
Same. I really don't know either.
Yeah, I'm not getting it, brother. I'm missing it. I don't get it.
I'm lost too.
We'll try to move.
Even I'm lost. You know what I'm saying?
God damn. Don't worry about it, then.
Yeah, I'll try it. I don't know. I feel like I got to be high to have this conversation.
Somebody said they wasn't compatible or they didn't like your plan. I agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Somebody got it. On God.
They said the answer is yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't be trying to lead women, so I don't know. But go ahead, Zach Morris, Dave.
Oh no, I just came in here to say that to you, man. But looking at your topic, I don't know, man. I guess, you know, guys, I don't know, man. I ain't one of those guys, so cause I don't like it, so I don't talk to those kind of women. You feel me? I straight avoid them. But most guys, even the guys that talk to them, I don't think they even like them. I think they just see that they easy. You feel me? So
what women?
Vulnerable, you know what I'm saying?
What women you talking about?
The women identify, you know what I'm saying, on the other picture that you talking about. Like men say they don't like these kind of women, but really they like that. So they saying that they don't like those, you know, ones who dress sexually and things like that, right? Is what you're saying, right?
No. Men say they want this. They say they want, you know, a wife, you know, kids, home life, all that type of stuff. But really, they want that. Really, they want both. Because they want the kids and they want the in-house vagina, but then they also want to be free to chase this situation too. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're saying they want, you know what I'm saying, the good girl, and then, you know, like a modest woman, and they want a modest woman, right? They saying they want the good woman, they want the woman with values and things like that. And they try to act like they don't like the ones who dress and behave as the other picture, I guess, right?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, they do. A lot of dudes nowadays, maybe I did. I don't know. I don't remember, but to me, it seems more recent, or maybe it's like I'm just now starting to pick up on it. But I don't remember a bunch of men saying they didn't like these types of women when I was growing up. Or maybe that was just me. But like, I don't remember that being like the thing.
Oh yeah, man. I always heard that, man. My whole entire life, man. They just like having fun with them, you know what I'm saying? But they don't like them or want them for their wife or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? They see how they carry themselves, you know? You're an easy person. That's why so many people always approaching you and coming at you, you know what I'm saying? Because how you out there identifying yourself, you feel me? How you presenting yourself, you know? So that's why people even coming at you, but nobody really.
I think I think the disconnect. I think the lie comes in for me when men say that is, when you met your girl, she was this. A lot of they turn into this a lot of time, but it's like after years. This is a, you know what I'm saying? Like when you meet your woman, she look like this majority of the time. She got some shit on, you know, especially at this age. Like she got this shit on. Like she popping like this. Like what the fuck? Like I don't know what y'all talking about. If you met this woman, and this woman is pretty and beautiful and all that, don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, most men, especially at a certain age, it don't even matter. Whatever this is, because I'm 42, so I don't expect 40-year-old women to dress like this. Don't get me wrong. But I'm saying, like, whatever that hot look is for the 40-year-old women, like, that's gonna be the thing I'm gonna be attracted to. Like, what is we talking about? I don't want no woman in no damn sarong and a goddamn motherfucking church hat. Like, I ain't saying she pretty. I'll just be like, oh, that's a pretty lady. Excuse me, miss. Can you tap this woman's shoulder? Like, can you look not? Can you, your homegirl next to you, can you tap her shoulder? Yes, I'm trying to get her attention. Like, I don't know why. Why do men be really trying to act like they don't really like this? Like, are you freaking crazy? You think women are doing all of this stuff not knowing? I'm saying when they trying to attract a man, you think women putting all this shit on to repel a man because that's not what men want? Like, please be fucking for real.
Hey, boy, he throw me for a loop though. So the women on the right side, it'll be my immediate right from what I'm looking at. So you don't think it can be two wholesome women that be in a poly relationship? It's a lot of wholesome women that.
Oh, I'm not. Yeah. I'm not talking about being wholesome. I'm just talking about the look. I don't just look, man. Look, y'all.
I'm saying what he said though. You ain't
I know.
Exactly.
I don't judge women. When I say this, I'm not saying this like in every single case, but for the most part, I don't judge women by what they got on. I don't assume she a 304 because she dressed like this. I don't assume she is a promiscuous woman because she dressed like that. Like, I don't assume that. That is not what goes through my brain. I literally just go, does she look good to me or no? That's it. Everything else, we're going to figure it out later. She look good to me or no? She look good? Cool. Let's talk. Now I'm listening to her. Now, that's when you find out, when you talk to them, when you get to know them, when you spend time with them. That's when you get to know their character. I don't know a person's character based on what they got on. And most men know that. And that's the thing that really is annoying to me in having these conversations, is men really trying to act like they can judge a book by its cover to any real extent. Like, what? You can't. Y'all don't know. Go ahead. What up, Jeff?
Hey, what's going on, crew? Man, I was just going to speak a little bit earlier. I've been in and out the live, but somebody was talking about polyamorous relationships and such as that. And the biggest thing is, men as a general group, we can't handle one relationship. We can't bring ourselves to one relationship. So we really need to get that kind of squared away before we discuss anything about another person or anything of that nature. And people think that it's a normal thing. And the way that jealousy is inside of our entire society, we got to get that brought up first before we can address anything else. And I think a lot of men want to jump to that right side and they say, well, I can handle two girls, or I can, that's what I want, because they want that. But they don't even want to humanize the woman that they're currently in a relationship with. They don't want to understand her. And that's never going to get to there if you don't understand that part.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very subset of people, right? And we're not knocking nobody's, pineapple folks. We're not knocking none of them. By all means, do you. But a lot of people want to talk about relationships like that don't work out. And it's usually because there's past trauma and broken things that come up into those relationships. And that's usually how they sometimes they end up into those relationships of that nature, right? Because it's hard to get a this man on your other side and him actually be a this man.
Facts. Is it Pippa?
Oh, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Oh, hold on. Let me read the super chat. BK Standard said, I always thought poly relationships were dumb and expensive, even as a horny 19-year-old kid. I never saw the point. I always wanted one good woman. Fair enough. Go ahead, Pippa.
Hey, so I want to clarify a few things because I'm poly and we're mixing a lot of different words together and calling them the same thing, but they're not the same thing. Polygamy is not polyamory, and poly in general is like non-monogamous.
it's consensual non-monogamy. So like any form of consensual non-monogamy is poly. So swingers, like just like a swinger, somebody who just sleeps with somebody else, someone who dates other people but has a family at home. Poly is more like a sexuality. Monogamous, I can't blame monogamous people for not understanding poly because it's opposite. It's like telling a straight person to understand gay people. Like, in order to be poly in the first place, there has to be some sort of like compersion is what we call it. Like, so like, for example, you'll know this compersion when you're like laying in bed, maybe watching porn, right? And your partner's like, hey, I like this scene. This is hot. And, you know, your partner is like, oh my gosh, I like the fact that he's happy looking at this person. A monogamous person might be like, oh snap, I'm not good enough. I'm jealous now because he's attracted to someone outside of me. Whereas then like a poly person is like, oh man, that makes me excited because we're excited together. Like, it's actually different. Like, I think a lot of times when men have this conversation, they come at the angle of having a unicorn is what we call it, where you find that girl that comes in your house and she's like what your family needs. But like in practice, I've been in the poly community for years, and I know that our men are not, on a majority scale, healthy poly men are actually men who understand the responsibility of having multiple women. And women are poly too, right? So women have multiple men, and they're usually good boys. Like, they understand, like, they get off on the concept of you being okay with, like, being interested in other people. It's actually just fine. It's actually not that bad. You know, like,
I don't think I have a hard time understanding any of those concepts personally, but same way I don't have a hard time understanding homosexuality or transgender. Like, I pretty much understand it and accept it. I don't think that's an issue for me at all. Or I don't know if that's an issue for other people up here. That's not the issue with me. The thing that I'm just trying to understand is what the hell the prototype is talking about. because I'm sorry, bro, because it ain't, I get people being like, yo, I want to be in a relationship with multiple people and I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be tied down with one person. I want to love a bunch of people. I have the capacity to fall in love with 20 people or 10 people or 4 people or 3 people. And I get all of that. I can wrap my brain around that easily. Because sexuality is very fluid and relationships are very fluid, and the concepts of both of those things are very fluid. It's super gray. It's not binary, right? But yeah, what the hell does that? I mean, I don't think it has anything to do with men not wanting to be in monogamous relationships, because I'm sorry, men want to be in monogamous relationships, but they also want to at the same time be in poly relationships. they want the woman to be monogamous while they're poly. That's what this is about. And it ain't that men don't understand polygamy or anything like that. It's that men are entitled, and we are and we are told and sold this lie that well, it's not necessarily a lie, because when it comes to men, men who have a lot of women are exalted. No doubt about it. Men who have a lot of women are exalted. They are treated differently, right? That's how other men treat them. I won't say society, but I will say men. So a lot of men, they chase that first and foremost. Secondly, a lot of men most men don't respect women at all. We don't see women as human beings. So we want to collect as many women as possible. Thirdly, we like to chase. We like to, because we look at women like predators. We want to chase women down and catch our prey. And the more prey, we like playing. It's like playing Hungry Hippo. And the women are the little balls on the board, right? And the men are the hippos. And we just like, who can get as many balls at the end? Like, that's what it's it's Pokemon, whatever analogy you want. We collecting shit, Infinity Stones, whatever you want to say, right? Like, that's ultimately how men view women, unfortunately. That's just what it is.
You know what's crazy? Can I add something real quick? Because I think that you pointed out something. It's the lie. It's the lie in it all. Mm-hmm. Because what men will do is there's a difference between a poly woman and a monogamous woman. We're fundamentally different. So like if you find a monogamous woman, right? And you're like, oh shoot, I've been with you for 6 months. Now I've made you my girl. I've conned you into loving me. But I also like being poly. Actually, as a group of a whole, we go into relationships telling people, hey, we are poly. Like and not only that, but like you don't have to be poly long term. There's a lot of poly people who are monogamous and will stay monogamous for long periods of time. But this is an excuse for a man to cheat, steal, and destroy. And I love the fact that you're always talking about the bad qualities that these guys bring to, because it's toxic. But it's not poly's fault. It's these toxic guys using poly as a buffer so that they can control and manipulate women.
Ray Riz said, I don't know what public talking about. Most men want one good woman. I just said that, Ray. Most men want one good woman. They want this, right? They want this. They want this woman to be one. They want one good woman, right? At their house. But when they go out the house, they want that. What are you talking about? I just said that. Most men, they do want one good woman. And they want that woman to only be with them. They want that woman to only be with them while they run out and go live like Chief Keef. That's what they want. They want to live. They want to live like a rock star. That's what it is. And they feel like they deserve it. Go ahead, Amanda.
Hi, public. Thanks for having me on. I really like your lives.
Thank you.
Okay. I have a question. Men who cheat, they have a relationship at home and they're cheating on their wives or girlfriends. People in polyamorous or polygamous relationships, how do you have time to do anything else with your life? That has to take up so much of your time and attention. How do you have time to like have hobbies, focus on yourself, have self-care time? It's gotta be an all-consuming activity, right?
Wait, can I answer that?
Yeah, I don't know how to answer that.
Cool. So there's two layers to this question. As a woman, if you have a lot of value to yourself, and it depends because you don't have to, but usually women, we date multiple men at the same time. You don't actually have to have sex with any of these guys. But poly doesn't mean sex. Poly means relationship. So like going on a date every now and then with someone, that's poly. Especially if you're with somebody else, right? Like, it's just like going out. You spend like 2 hours sometimes, 3 hours sometimes. Sometimes I get to go shopping. Sometimes I go to the garden store. I just have fun with my friends, and they're a very close friend of mine. It's like, by all means, like, it's just like having a friend. It's not like other things. Like, people make it all sexual, but it's really not that sexual.
Real quick, hold on. Hey, I don't think you answered her question, but I'm gonna respond to this. Another one of these random comments from Ray Riz. He says, that's a fantasy. That's a fantasy, though, that men want that side, right? Almost no men can get it. Ray Riz, you just said 2 minutes ago that men want a good woman, and now you saying that's a fantasy, though. Meaning most men want they want to be, most men want to be Cliff Huxtable, right? They want to be Bill Cosby in the Cosby Show, right? They want Felicia Rashad to be at home. They want to, but they also want to put on a freaking fake dread hat and go outside and look like Chief Keef and live this life too. That's what I'm saying. Fantasy or not, it's what they want. And if you're, and the problem with this shit is that y'all not understanding, who don't understand this. The problem is that men, when they want, when that's their fantasy, they're not content with this. They're not, it makes them not content because they don't know how to shut that part of their brain off. They don't know how to just be content and live in the moment. So they're always longing for this. I mean, for that. They're always longing for that. They're always longing for that. They're living this life while longing for that life. They always think the grass is greener on the other side. And I'm so tired of men saying shit like women just get bored with men, when in reality, men get bored with women all the time. All the time. Men, to me, are never really interested in women beyond having sex with them a few times. Even because even when they're having, even when you're having sex, before you're having sex with them, you're not really interested in them. You're just interested in sex. So you have, so you're really just interested in having sex, but you're never really interested in them. Most men aren't really interested in women. They're not like trying to learn women and listen to women and develop like a friendship or like a bond or like anything like that. It's like, how fast, how soon, how easy can I have sex with her? How soon, how easy, how fast can I have sex with her? Hurry. Yeah. Let me put in my time. Yep, Netflix, movie night, dinner night, do something cool, museum, rowboat, whatever, romantic, da-da-da-da-da. It's finally sex. Yes. Then after that, they ears, you know what I'm saying? Whatever little bit of attention they was paying to her, you know, goes away, yada, 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 so on and so forth. The relationship evolves, and then they call it post-nut clarity. No. You always knew you didn't like that woman. You didn't have to nut to know you didn't like her. You always knew you know what I mean? Like, you always knew that the whole time. It's just once you got the nut, now you're willing to admit it. That's it. Now you're willing to say, I didn't really like her that much, because you nutted already. That's it.
I think Alabama had said it first, then Amanda kind of like piggybacked on it a little bit. I think a lot of time, I know this ain't really touching on the topic, but it kind of circled around. You don't handle people, you handle animals. So I don't know why people think like you got to micromanage the other people in poly relationship, because my personal opinion, this is not a textbook scholarly definition, this is just my opinion. Poly relationships or polyamorous, whatever you want to dress it up to be, those are for sapiosexual people. It's like people that really just powder people's minds. You know what I'm saying? Like when she said that, I want to I want to pay her homage for saying that. Like it's like I said, it basically like for sapio people. You know what I'm saying?
I agree because I know our community, and there's a big poly community. A lot of people are actually sapiosexuals. Like, for example, we're also extroverted. Like, I'm highly extroverted. I can have a really great conversation with majority of people. I have a lot of friends, and most of these guys, they're like, hey, I like hanging out with you so much that I will take a little slot of your time here and there just to hang out with you, because that's how much I like you. And a lot of them actually treat you just fine. Like, I get nice things. I go out, I have fun. Like, for a woman, being poly is much different than a man. A man, he got to spend that wow. He got to drop the bag. Like, it's a different situation.
I want to make sure that we're having the right conversation, though. I personally don't, and there's no shade to poly. Like, I don't care about poly relationships. Like, they don't interest me. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, just being honest, like, it's like, that's y'all thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't care about them. I don't demonize them. I think it's cool for y'all. You like it. I love it. This isn't about that for me. This is about men using this, right, to manipulate women. But the whole time they want that. Whether this be, if this represents poly to you, then it represents poly to you. This didn't represent poly to me. This just represented a man that is sleeping with two women on this night. But really, he just want a bunch of women. That's what I look at. How I look at this man. That's what I'm saying. Like, but I could be wrong, because or not wrong. It's a picture. It's open to interpretation. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I feel like we keep going back to this poly shit. Like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't here to debate poly or whatever. Like, that's fine. We got the gist. There's people out there that could love a bunch of people at one time. I love it. You want to sleep with whoever you want to sleep with. I love it. Men, women, children, not children. Men, women, and I'm sorry, I was gonna say cishet, but like, you know, don't matter. Men on men, women on women. I don't give a fuck about any of that stuff, right?
Folks.
Huh? Grown folks for sure. But like, you know, but like heterosexual people, I don't care, right? Gay people, I don't care. Who cares, right? Like that's what I'm saying. I mean that with all due respect, because I'm so tired of people like looking at poly communities like through this like glass of like, oh, look how weird they are. Like, it ain't even that fucking serious. Like, you don't understand how there could be somebody that's like, yeah, I want to be with a bunch of people. Cool. Don't care. Like, I get it. It's fine. It's completely understandable. But what I don't understand though, or not that what I don't understand, what I don't appreciate though, is men are trash at both types of relationships, monogamy and poly. That's what I'm saying. But they want both. They want both. They want a monogamous relationship where the woman is where they have a woman that is monogamous to them with them, but then they also want a relationship where they could sleep with whoever they want to sleep with, and they get to practice poly or whatever the hell may, you know. They want it to be an open-ended relationship, but not both ends be open, just one end be open. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want one, or closed-ended, you know what I mean? Whatever you want to say, where there's one closed-ended, but then his end is open and he gets to go out and have a relationship. People saying they should be honest. And that's what I'm saying. Men can't be honest with women because we would never have access to women if we were honest. If we told women we want both, what woman is signing up for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally, literally, you men think that women want the top 20% of men, which could be true, could not be true. I don't fucking care. But the man that you're describing that actually could pull that off with like a large number of women, like large enough to where he can actually achieve it, he financially would have to be in the top 1%, without a doubt. Like there would have to be something like significant about him, his access, his power, something. It would have to be there. Super wealthy dude, I could see him being able to do that, because there's always going to be a group of people, because of our society, the way it's set up, because of capitalism, that there's going to be a group of people that's like, yep, money trumps all, and I'm willing to put up with whatever, you know, as long as he takes me on a yacht and takes me to Dubai and takes me here and takes me there and buys me this and buys me that. That's fine. And I don't know if that's long-term, you know, if that's a sustainable long-term. I think most of those relationships actually end up ending, but definitely, you know, it would take like, that type of thing, that type of person. This kind of sounds red pill. I mean, it is. That is like, do you not understand the type of people that you're talking about? I'm saying that there is the men that want this setup, they want a woman that is willing to accept him just stepping out on her and just not cheating, but you know, what's it called? Just sleeping with a bunch of women, right? What do you mean? That's red pill ideology. That's what I'm saying. That is their ideology. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what it is.
And that's why the bag's important. You get the bag, and at some point, capitalist market's gonna say, like, yeah, I don't care. You can go out on Thursday as long as I got you on Sunday.
Exactly.
Then we good.
That's what I'm saying.
I can stay here. You go out. Yeah, that's cool. I'm in the big house.
You think there's like large groups of women that like are willing to do that for a man that make $50,000 a year? Probably not. Probably not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real. It ain't that many. You ain't getting that shit. Even making $100,000 a year, you ain't getting that shit. Now, you make $100 million, you worth $100 million. Yeah, you can find a group of women that would be willing to accept that from you. You can find just like you can find a man that's willing to be Stedman, right? If you're Oprah. You can find a Stedman if you're Oprah. That's just gonna play the background, and you don't ever see that man, or you catch him in the picture every now and again. You can find that man like that, but you gotta be fucking Oprah. You ain't, the average woman can't find that man. That man don't exist in the streets. That Stedman is successful. Stedman ain't no chump. Go look up his credentials. Stedman ain't no dummy. Stedman is successful on his own. But you don't know nothing about it. All you know is his name. He go by one word, Stedman. From being what? Oprah's dude. That is Oprah's husband. That's Mr. Winfrey. And they ain't even married. That's Mr. Winfrey. They've been in a 40-year they've been in a 40-year situationship, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I think poly is actually a lot less successful for men. A lot of guys will be like, hey baby, let's open up our relationship so I can pull girls. And like, seeing men that do that come into groups and they'll be like, yeah, I'm poly now. And like they don't get any girls because girls are like, you don't authentically like me.
Yep.
You don't know what poly is because you're not here for love or liking or anything. You just want sex, and that's sex work. It's not or sex work.
Mm-hmm.
No one wants to do that for free labor. Don't con women into doing it for free.
Yeah, ain't nobody doing that shit for no for you so they could get put on your Kaiser insurance plan. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all.
What are the inner lives of these people who have men, women who cheat? Like, what are the inner lives of these people? They can't have time to, it's impossible for them to have time to maintain 2 relationships and also like watch TV. Like, I have one boyfriend. I work 8 hours a day. I sleep 8 hours a day. I spend time with my boyfriend as much as I can. And then I get some time to myself. If you've got 2 boyfriends,
I think
2 girlfriends,
Amanda, I think your assumption is that you would have 2 boyfriends and they would both be just as needy as one another, right? But that's not, you know what I mean? Like, that doesn't have to be the case. There are some people who literally just want you. They like you just coming around when you come, like Jay-Z said, our time together is our time together. Our time apart is our time apart. So love Jay with your mind, girl, and not your heart. There's a bunch of people like that. So you get in a relationship with a dude that just like, yeah, when you show up, we do our thing. And then when you dip, out of sight, out of mind. So you ain't gotta be, he ain't needy. And then maybe you have a needier boyfriend, right? One of the dudes are needier, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, to your point, I don't think there's 2 needy people in that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's a woman and then 2 needy dudes. Like, I don't think that's how it's happening. Because I think that's impossible.
I was mostly talking about cheating though, because that's also that's a level of having to hide it and like, yeah, I'm not talking about.
Oh yeah, nah, yeah.
Cheat. Like, you have to spend so much of your energy and your life energy hiding the fact that you're cheating from at least one of them, maybe both of them.
Yeah.
And pretending to be invested in both of these people.
Yeah, it's no man or very few men can pull it off successfully because the women will eventually pick up, like, one of the women, right? It's usually the wife, right? They'll start to see the man pulling away. That's usually what happens. So yeah. So to your point, I don't think it ever happens to any real extent. I think the vast majority of men fall short of actually pulling it off. Let me read this super chat real quick. Easy Breezy said, men never use poly to build. They can't even build with one woman. Facts. For real. Go ahead, go ahead, Jeff, and then go ahead to Prototype.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna speak to that right quick. That I think that Amanda's looking at it from a wholesome standpoint. You know, like, hey, I spend all this time with my boyfriend, and like I'm interested in this person and all that. People that want to run around and this and that, they trying to do as little as possible, right? So, you know, there might be a lunch break, there might be an after work, they might be, I gotta go to work early today, and then you see you at the little cafe, at the little coffee, you know, ain't no telling where, but an hour a week, an hour every other week, cheating is way too big for us to try to, you know what I'm saying? We can't put it into our schedule, but that don't mean that it ain't happening out there. But that's it.
Facts. Go ahead, the Prototype.
So you thought you could have like a plot twist, cause I ain't gonna lie. The whole time I've been up here, I've been thinking of a pilot, because there's a relationship to the left, right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. This to me doesn't. This is what I'm saying. That's why I was saying this doesn't look like a relationship. This just looks like a one. Like they about to go have some fun. You know what I'm saying?
So it's just like hookup culture.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can call it that, whatever. But yeah, it just looked like a dude with 2 girls. Like I didn't take it as like, oh, he's in a poly relationship. But once you guys started actually like saying that, I was like, okay, yeah, I can see that being it too. But whatever it is, men do want to be in this type of relationship. They would love to have 2 girls, you know what I'm saying, that they get to sleep with whenever they want to, and then have this situation too. That's what they ultimately want.
Okay, so basically, like, none of us really just address the pop, you know what I'm saying, to the T for real. So can you like break it down how you trying to, like, you know what I'm saying, say it or frame it?
I've articulated it several times. I said men manipulate women with this. They say, they promise this, let's say, for lack of a better term. They promise this, but the whole time, what they really want is they want the kids, they want the wife, they want the labor, and then they want to also be able to go out and be Chief Keef. That's what they want, ultimately. Yeah. But if they but since they don't get to choose, really, right? Because the woman chooses for them, because she ain't about to let that shit slide. And he's not in a place, like I was saying before, financially, right? He ain't cool enough, he ain't attractive enough, whatever it would take in any other way. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, how physically attractive the man would have to be. Maybe there's a man or some group of men that are just physically attractive enough, and it don't really matter how much money they make, that they could pull this off. There's a man out there that's smooth and suave and debonair enough to pull it, whatever, but even more rare. But one thing I know for sure is if you make enough money, you could find the mark. You know what I mean? Like, you could find the people that would allow you to do this, the women that allow you to do this, right? And that and those men are so rare. And also those women are so rare. There's not even a bunch of women that would allow you to do that. That's what I'm saying. It's not like a ton of women out here that's like, yep, you can cheat on me. Right?
Yeah, you're right. And it go back to what we were talking about earlier. Like, I don't think that be the motive that they're trying to manipulate per se. But I think, like, in this scenario, the man might get bored. You get what I'm saying?
Men are always bored with women. That's what I'm trying to say. We start the relationship off bored with women. We ended bored, right? Because if you're not bored, you would be involved. You would be into it, right? That's what I'm saying. That's my proof. If men aren't bored when they meet a woman, then a lot of this shit wouldn't be happening, because they would be paying attention. They would be talking. They would be listening. They would be trying to grow and all of that stuff. But we're bored because checked out off the rip. And especially, you only got a small window of right before he gets the vagina and right after he gets the vagina for a little bit of time. And then after that, it's gone. Go ahead, Kay.
I feel like them young ladies that day, we were talking about submission, and the girl was like, did you summon the BDSM community? Did someone summon the BDSM community?
It wasn't even that. We wasn't even on that type of time, but hey, ended up going there. So I was like,
when I was down there thinking, oh my God, I'm the ex-resident whore. Let me up. I can talk about juggling.
I was like, that was a wild live. I need to run that live back, man, just so we can get them people back in here. They was interesting.
But no, I think you. Don't let him bite you like a vampire. He don't even got no teeth. But no, what I was saying is there was a caveat to what you said, but then you ended up saying it. It's literally not even a matter of balancing so much as the several people that you will have in your life won't be equally needy. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like again, I told y'all, my hoes love me. Okay, I didn't have to worry about them popping up at the same time. Like, each one knew their role. Like, there was no ambiguity because the honesty was there. So again, like, because men don't know how to be honest, because again, if you're honest, you may lose access. But if you would be surprised if you had that conversation up front with the woman that you're pursuing, you might get further than you think.
Nah, tell them that, sell them that lie if you want to, Kay. Y'all not gonna get nowhere with that shit. You niggas is not that interesting. But women, Kay, you projecting right now because you a woman. You projecting.
No,
women.
No, she's not projecting.
Nah, she projecting.
There are women who are probably too.
Man. Hey.
I will say.
Hold on, y'all. Time out. Let's be fucking for real. We got to get real with y'all. If you lined up 100 women and you told them, yeah, let's pull a K. Don't never pop up. Just do this. I'm going to date who I want to date and da-da-da-da-da. And you the average man, I would say you would keep access to maybe 3 of those women. If you told 100 women that, I think you might keep 3, maybe 5. 3, maybe 5. 3, maybe 5 out of the 100.
Monogamy is the standard. Just like how cishet everything is a standard. Like we're talking, that's why I said monogamy is more like being LGBTQ than anything else, because you're pushed monogamy. And that's not even actually the truth, because David in the Bible was monogamous. There were a lot of, not monogamous, but polygamous. They're not polygamous, but poly.
David like me.
I don't know how he practiced poly, but God didn't hate him for being poly. God got angry at him because he killed somebody's husband. Like, like religion does a hard deal on people.
I don't know. I ain't religious. I ain't religious at all. But I will, like I said, I don't think that I think the vast majority of women are shutting that shit down for the average man. That's all I'm saying. The vast majority of women are like, okay, thank you for telling me. I do appreciate you being honest, and they're out. Like y'all, I don't care. I think women are projecting what men would do for, in that scenario. Like, flip it around, right? Average woman telling the average man, yeah, I just want to hook up from time to time, and I'm dating other men and yada yada yada, but we can hang out still. Nigga gonna be like, thank you. Yes.
That's not true.
How is that? Hey man, y'all living in a dream world. Y'all living in a dream world, man.
Because at the end of the day, the men are the OG sluts. They're down for anything.
That's what I'm saying. We easy.
They'll be like, you want me to talk to other girls? And I'll be like, I don't want you to mess with me during these hours of the day. And they'll be like, okay. And then they just act like they just become really submissive for some weird reason. If you're in it, you're in it. If you're not, you're not. You don't vibe with it. You should never try and coerce someone to vibe with something that you're not into in the first place.
I'm not telling people to lie. I'm just acknowledging the fact that if men were to be honest, and men know this. That's what I'm saying. We know this. Men aren't not honest because we think this is how women will react. We know how women will react. We already know. We've tried it. we tried it a long time ago. Women wasn't down for it. We cool. We clocked it. Men talk like women talk. Men are not going to run around here and tell women, yeah, I want to have my cake and eat it too, and expect any amount of women to say yes. That's what I'm saying. Somebody said, ain't 3 enough? Yeah, 3 is enough, but I just made up that number. I just think that the vast majority of men ain't gonna get nobody if they do that. The vast majority of men don't have access to 100 women. That's what I'm saying. So they would have to they would have to actually talk to 100 women to ask 100 women, are they down for it? And that's the point. They will never get to that point. They only get access to 5 or 10 women or whatever, so they ain't gonna meet them. They don't have access to that shit. But men,
that's why they gaslight us.
But flip it around. Take a woman, average woman. We already know the numbers. The average woman, same thing. Average woman walks into a bar. It's 10 men. She goes up to 10 men. She literally just walked into the bar. Go, hey, you want to come back to my house right now? You gotta come right now. My name's Cindy. You gotta come to my house right now. We can sleep together. All she got to do is say that. 2 10 men. I don't care. Even if they're there with their wives, some of them gonna try to figure out how to get out that date. Some of them gonna try to figure out how to slip out the back door. That's what I'm saying. 9 out of 10 men gonna be like, let me slide up out of here. And that's the same concept I'm telling y'all. I don't care what y'all say. Y'all could act like you just got to be honest with women. And some women, get the fuck out of here. Ain't no woman going for that shit for the average fucking man. Men are boring. Y'all, what are y'all talking about? Men are boring. Men aren't fulfilling your needs already. You mean to tell me there's a bunch of women out here like, I'm cool with him being with 2 other women or 3 other women on the side? Like, please be fucking for real. Like, that shit makes zero, that flies against all logic in my mind. I cannot wrap my brain around that at all.
I ain't gonna lie to you, that is true, bro. There are some women who allow dudes to be with other women.
There are some women that would do that. I've already acknowledged that. Very rare, but there are some women. You and me ain't meeting them. Just like we don't meet. Just like we don't meet. What's them people called? Gold diggers. Every man talk about gold diggers, and you ain't never met one. It's the same shit. Yeah, I know gold diggers exist. I've never met one, but I know they exist.
Mad because a girl asked for them to pay her light bill or some shit. Like that's what they really be thinking is gold digging. You don't even know what mommy's saying. Don't do that. But no, that's what they be thinking is gold digging because she's like, my light's about to get cut off. Can you pay my light bill? And he think, oh, she just want me for the money. Like, bruh, like it's a light bill. Like it's a good $140, man. Like, my God, you ain't got $140.
Sometimes it be a test too, just to see if that man generous and gonna look out for her. But go ahead, Dreddy.
Is you gonna look out for me? Like, is you gonna look out for me?
Yeah.
Because, like I said, so one of my hoes, he was lying to me, but I wasn't lying to him, and he knew I wasn't lying to him. So I never understood to this day why he was lying to me. Like he act like I wasn't hip to the fact that he was seeing somebody else, but he knew that I was seeing other people. So again, he felt like if he told me the truth, he would lose access to me. But that was weird because he already knew he wasn't the only one I was seeing. But that nigga was coming and cooking me breakfast and everything when I got up. I worked night shift. But you men are slutty and you're easy. Okay, we can tell y'all anything and y'all just go for it. Men are
Jezebels. We already know. That's what we know. Men is the real Jezebels. We know men are the real. We the ones that we the pick-me's. We know everybody. I know that. Blow the inside of that thigh, and the average Jezebel will follow, and that is the man. I'm telling you, it ain't no secret. Y'all can try to lie to me all you want to. I promise y'all can try to lie to me all you want to. I will never, until I see men change, I will never not believe that shit. Because I done seen men be bending over backwards for women they don't like, just because she giving her, because he giving her some vagina, because she giving him some vagina. That shit is crazy. I done seen men do all types of shit just because a woman was giving him access to her body. Like crazy work. I've seen women do crazy stuff for men that they like, not giving them smacks, but just some dude that they like. But men will do anything for a woman if he trying to sleep with her. No doubt about it. Go ahead though, Dreddy. I want Dreddy to get in here. Go ahead, brother. Dreddy, where you at, fam? Go ahead. You go.
Man, looking at the topic, I was gonna disagree, but at the same time, I do see the average dudes and how they move and how they act. Yeah, they do a whole bunch of loose types ish, and pretty much, you're not gonna find too many real genuine dudes like me and you who can be openly honest with women. So most women want to come across the same type dudes. But at the same time, it's very hard, I want to say, for them to even reach dudes of our caliber. If not on some platform like this, where they probably see us, then they would probably not even acknowledge us in public until they had a conversation with us. Like, generally, most times when I have a conversation, it's not until I actually start speaking that women want to engage. And that's usually when they're either eavesdropping on my conversation or they see me talking to somebody else who's interested. Then they want to know, why is this person interested in me? But outside of that fact, the whole wanting to be with having this and then having that, like me, I'm a family-oriented man. I came from having a family. So when I told a woman, like, my goal is to move towards family, it was just that. I wasn't trying to be with her and other women. I wasn't trying to be, everywhere and anywhere. I specifically tell every female, like, every female I ever dated, look, when I'm with you, I'm just with you. I ain't trying to be out here because I got other stuff going on. If you feel that, then we can go the distance. If you want to leave whenever you feel like it, you can leave whenever you want. I don't have to hold you here, and I'm not trying to hold you here. I'm not a hostage. I'm not a hostage taker. You're not a hostage. The door is always open. I think if most dudes keep it like that, they'll always have a great relationship.
I think that's a start of a good relationship. I don't know if that's the end all be all to one, but let me read this Cash App and then let me read the super chat. Joya, appreciate the Cash App. She said, men who meet gold diggers are the ones who lead with their money, which is facts. Watashi, appreciate the super chat. She said, can you do a live on Ronnie O'Neal, break down his pathology? I never heard of him. Many men are very violent to women and it's minimized. Yep. Definitely go hit my link tree and you can fill out the little thing and put the request in for the for the topic. I have topic requests, so I'm not gonna remember this. So that's what I'm saying. If you do it that way, though, I'll get it in depending. I mean, if it's good, if it's super good, I'll just do it. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, just follow the thing. Yeah, man, we gotta really get out of this. Men and women, I guess we gotta really stop thinking that it's a disconnect. I don't even know what to tell you. It's just a disconnect, man. We just disconnected, and it's wide and vast, and we just fighting for our lives talking about this shit because I'm not understanding how this is that hard to understand that men just covet physical, we want it's not even just physical. We want everything from women, though. We want their labor, we want their bodies, not even just sexually, but to have children. We want the prestige that women bring us, the social capital that they bring us, everything. But then we also want a bunch of women at the same time that is not even doing all of that stuff for us. We just want, their bodies or whatever the case may be. And we also want, I guess, the social capital that comes with telling your friends that you're sleeping with a bunch of different women, because that's really all you get out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we just humanize women altogether, right, mm-hmm. in all aspects of life, then we would be a lot better off as a group of men, because we would have more understanding of what we're asking of someone, to know that we aren't asking too much or too little or something like that. And we would also do a lot of stuff ourselves, because we know how difficult, or how both sides, how difficult and how easy it is. Why you ask somebody else to do it if it's just a little bit of your time, right? Why are you going to inconvenience someone else? Mm-hmm. And why would you ask for something so big when you know that that's a burden to them? Mm-hmm. We have to humanize that individual person. And we don't do that in our friendships either as men. We don't humanize our friendships. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's this and he's that, and we try to put it down to a small box. We're not thinking anything past that.
Mm-hmm.
What I just clocked, Jeff, when you said that. I think another part of why men do lie to keep access or keep a situation going is to keep the allure of romance, because it keeps the woman in a certain state of mind. It keeps her in a certain state of willingness. So if he were to tell the truth, it would definitely change the dynamic and take the romance out of it. Like the heightened sense of urgency, the fervor, so to speak. Y'all know I'm using these SAT words, baby. but I feel like that's what loses a lot of men. If they told the truth, it would erase all that, because like you said, guys get easily bored with women. So to keep up that excitement, that's why they keep the lie going, to keep the relationship dynamic a certain way to suit their fancy until they're ready to move on.
Right. And that's the same thing like Dreaded. I mean, I don't mean to throw you no smoke, but I'm going to throw you a little smoke. You clocking, saying things like females and you're this type of caliber of man and stuff like that. Like, all of that is wild behavior. Why would you assert yourself as being somewhere on the top compared to the bottom or something like that? That's what you were trying to allude to. And when you speak to people, they're going to clock that,
I mean, I understand that, but no, that's not what I'm alluding to. If I wanted to say I was on the top, I would refer to myself as being on the top. I don't try to refer to myself as no high or low. I don't even do none of the little statistics, social, whatever it is that people try and use. I want to say anagrams and analogies. I don't believe in any of that stuff. Well, I'm just going to speak from the heart most times.
Well, let me ask you a question. Yeah, cool. Well, look, the question, like, I'm a white ticket from the South. I'm not a racist. Do you believe I'm not a racist?
I don't know you.
My answer is yes, Jeff. I ain't gonna hold you.
But if I started saying racist things, you'd be like, hey, man.
Would you be directing them towards me?
Because of where front of society up here.
I mean, like, would you be directing them towards me?
To somebody else, you'd be like, hey, that like it's awesome. If I would that change the thing? If I told you I was racist.
All right,
but I said racist stuff.
Put it like this. If me and you
if I said racist stuff, but I told you I wasn't racist, am I racist or am I not?
All right, listen to what I'm about to tell you. If you were standing right in front of me and you said, I'm not racist, and then you started spilling racist slurs, I would punch you in your face, but then I still wouldn't consider you a racist.
Man, what?
We don't have to
do you understand why I said
that's a little silly.
Man, y'all gotta start saying believable stuff, bro.
You gotta think about this, right? You're standing right in front of me as a man, coming to another man, and you're gonna just straight directly insult my ethnicity. And then you're gonna say I'm not a racist behind it.
That ain't racist, but go ahead.
You know, exactly. So I'm gonna punch you in your face and I'm gonna keep moving.
No, insulting your ethnicity isn't your race. That's what I'm saying. So basically, if he were to clown you for being an American, that wouldn't be racist because that's your ethnicity. You're ethnically American, but you're racially black. So that's what I'm saying.
Racially a human being. Race does not.
Oh my God.
I know you fucking lying.
This shit crazy. Wait, how did we get here?
Bro, listen, to me, race is not your skin color. Race is what you are. You're a human being. When you talk about animals in different species, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing.
We're not animals.
Race,
so
yes, we are
animals.
Animals, sir. We are animals. We have the same biology as animals. Most of our adaptive genes comes from animals. You should study DNA.
Can you can you eat hey, can you eat a chicken raw, bones and all, feathers?
Yeah.
No, you can't. You don't have the teeth for it.
You can't because of you can't eat certain chickens.
You can't eat any chicken. You can't eat any bird or fowl raw. First of all, you would get sick. And your teeth wouldn't even be able to chew the shit. You ain't a fucking animal. An animal, y'all got you ain't got the same DNA and bio. You ain't got the same shit as an animal. That's what I'm saying. I'm tired of y'all fucking pseudo zoologists saying wild shit. You ain't no zoologist, bro. You don't know shit about animals. You can't even.
Here's the thing about evolution and genetics, right?
What animal got to cook their food?
If you evolve in a certain atmosphere, then that's what you develop to. So if you ask me a question like, oh, what, can you eat a chicken? If I grew up eating raw chickens, yes, I could. My body is the nature of eating raw chicken.
Your stomach isn't equipped to eat raw. If your mom gave you raw chicken when you was a year old, you were probably unalive from salmonella.
Yeah, she'd have been prosecuted. She'd have been prosecuted.
Yeah, like what are you talking about, bro?
The law system that we have built because we're not animals anymore. We have a law system. We have smartphones. We have houses. We have air conditioning.
We have religion. We have race. We got all types. We got gender. We got all types of weird shit.
Sir, intelligence is a side effect of evolution. Do you understand that?
Hey man, all I know is when I watch animals eat, they don't eat like us. They don't eat with forks and knives, and they don't cook their food. And their food don't go through a processing factory.
But you do know it's tribes that don't cook their food either, right?
Their meat?
Yes, there's tribes out there that don't cook their food. They eat it just as raw.
First off, all right. So look, let's center this conversation and let's don't talk about the 0.0001% of the population of people because you're on a smartphone. So we're going to talk about the people that use smartphones. We're not going to talk about the tribe that's wherever that's been generations after generations, thousands of years still in the woods. That's fine. That's cool with them. But what we're talking about is the way that you're using your language that you don't understand. You used language that showed how you believed in an ideology. The same way I tried to use that and you said you were going to punch me in the face but not call me racist. Why would you create physical harm on me and still say that, oh, I'm not doing what you punched me for? That makes no sense.
Sir,
first off,
why would you try to cause mental harm on me and then not say you're doing what? Does that make sense? You're going to try to cause mental harm and say you're not doing what you're doing. So if I punch you in the face, is that not the same?
No. So here's the thing. If I caused you mental harm by doing racist things, what I'm telling you is when you're using the words females and this type of stuff on this panel, you're causing mental harm to other people. When you're saying, oh, I'm this caliber of man, you're persuading your audience to be a certain thing.
What?
You're not. And that's why we're trying to tell you that.
He wanted what?
He said, oh, you one of those. One of those what?
A-holes.
Huh?
We wait.
You hear me?
Yeah. What you mean? He's one of what? You said he's one of those. What you mean?
I say he's one of those a-holes.
Oh.
He's one of those, you have to speak like this and talk like this in order to feelings and all this other
just
in order to push their own narrative. Sir, I don't care about any of that stuff you're saying.
You can say what you want, Skywalker, but I'm telling you what
I'm going to give you a specific
words have a fix.
You want me to talk a specific way in order to appease you.
Whoa. No, wait. Let's hold on, y'all. Let's take it down a second. Dread it. I think what he's saying is, I agree with it. He's just saying he wants you to make sense. I don't think he wants you to talk a certain way. He just wants you to make sense, because I don't think the stuff you were saying was making sense. See what I'm saying?
It made simple sense. He asked me a question, I gave him a simple answer.
That didn't make sense.
Specific way, because he's trying to say that I'm hurting someone's feelings. So to make his emotional support feel comfortable.
What? Emotional support? Another step. That's another comment that doesn't make sense. What are you talking about? What you mean it's emotional support?
No, because he wants me to emotionally support his ideals.
Oh, come on, man. You using that phrase all wrong. That is not what I've never heard that phrase used in that context.
Hold on, Dreddy. If public said the same thing, or if I told you, hey, Dreddy, using female is kind of derogatory, because you could be talking about a female plant, a female dog. You know, they have certain trees that are female, certain that are male. Like when you're referring to a human woman, it's a woman. It's a woman. So you'll say female in the same sentence as you'll say men, which tells me that you know what the fuck you're saying. Like you're intentionally doing that. That's all we're saying.
It's like when
that you're choosing to use is offensive. Mm-hmm. And Jeff was just trying to clock that.
That was it.
I know he was clocking it. That's why I said what I said.
Okay,
so you just arguing for the sake of arguing. Hold on. Let me read this. I got you. You can go next, Reddit. Let me.
You want to carry on for the sake of arguing?
Now let me read. Damn, the cash app went away. Let me read the super chat. Sage, appreciate the super chat. They said, when we know there are racial biases and you start talking about taxonomy of Homo sapiens as a rebuttal, you are pushing white tea supremacy. Damn, that was a good one. Hey, that was a good one. God damn, that was good.
If you punch Jeff in the face, we gonna jump you, hoe. I'ma just let you go.
All right, hold on. Let me get to Ivory. Oh no, you can go Dreddy, and then we gonna go to Ivory and then Brooke. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, yeah, what was your point of your question there, Alabama?
Oh, you just getting up here talking about the way that you're using your words. You're trying to be a high caliber man, but we all on the panel and the comments.
Yeah, you did.
You said you were a certain type of man.
You said it.
You said I'm a certain type of man, and is she gonna get with it or she gonna get gone? That's basically what you said. Right or wrong? Yes or no?
Yeah, hold on, wait. Somebody on the Cash App said he don't believe in analogies. That's why he confused. But you did say you were a high caliber man, like I think twice, if not 3 times.
No, I never said I was a high caliber man.
Oh.
Now, he may try to infer that I said I was a high caliber man. I never said I was
a high
caliber man. You said it 3 times.
Right, I thought it was 3 times. I could be wrong. I heard it 3 times.
I never said I was a high caliber man.
Okay, did you say a certain? What you say a certain type?
I said men like me in public.
Yep. Of a certain caliber.
Situation. Yes.
Yeah. What caliber is that?
You could never be public.
Hold on, man. Hold on. We gotta see if we can get to a point. I'm trying to see if we can get to a point.
Did you not say you was the average man?
Yeah, I'm the average man. Yeah.
All right then. So I said men, guys like public, which is married average men.
Okay.
Have to maintain a certain ideal and standard.
Okay.
So where did you get this idea that I said I was a high caliber man?
Because you used the word caliber and you said, and you were it was a context clues. And I don't think people understand context clues, but I think everybody in the room could.
He literally said high caliber.
He said high caliber, Ivory? Okay.
I never said high caliber because I don't use that word.
Because I wrote a comment in the comments about it because it was amazing.
That was crazy.
I would never use the word high caliber man because I don't believe in the ideology. So why would I use like high caliber man?
Hey,
but you would use the word female, which we all know is derogatory towards all human women.
Mm-hmm.
So that being the case, like we know that. I didn't used to know that. It's fine that you don't know that right now. But here's the thing: you're on panels right now, so I got a feeling like you did, and you just choose not to. It's the same thing like in the 90s when we used to call each other G-word this and stop acting this. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Stop, you got too close to your homie. And then it was like, hey, man, quit being G-word or the R-word or whatever. And we as adults have been like, hey, man, that's not good. That's not good language to use. So we're gonna calm it back. You feel me? But it's crazy that you come onto a panel and you're saying you're a family man and this type of stuff, but you're using this length. So you're a family man. So you refer to your wife as a female. Yeah. You tell me how that makes sense. Your mom is a female. Hey, all these females over here, y'all get in the kitchen and whatnot. That's what it sounds like.
But you know what's odd about this? You know what's crazy, Dre? Because you said we was humans.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm gonna leave it alone. Go ahead, Ivory. Oh, let me read this Cash App and then go ahead, Ivory. Ali said, for that boy IQ, she said that boy IQ about as high as Kale off a good burger. Damn, man. Go ahead, Ivory.
Okay, wow. So I originally came in because I wanted clarification to what Kay was saying, which Kay's a whole vibe, so like I'm not coming for you, Kay. Like I just want to make understanding it or not. But you were talking about another reason why men lie, being the idea was that they want to keep the romance alive.
Well, yeah, I saw what you said, the interchangeable of manipulation. But that's their idea is to keep the fire in that situationship, whatever it may be. To women, we might perceive it as romance. That's what I was saying. But I know it's manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So I think that's how, like, as women, we have to unpack our own internalized misogyny that we've kind of been fed. This illusion that is romance, that whole idea, like, if he's not jealous, then he doesn't really like us. This really toxic, nasty behavior that we've been told. But I feel like if we're going to slide it away or deflect it away by saying that it's the reason that they're lying, we're kind of falling into that whole boys will be boys. They're lying because they want cat, and they figured out how to get it. So it's just another tactic trying to achieve what they want. I think we try to explain it away because that's what we've been lied to, like that it's romantic, and then we're buying into that the internalized misogyny that's there. But I get where you're coming from, but I don't think we can we can't make it okay. Because it's not okay. They're lying because they want cat. That's why.
Damn.
You're right, but sometimes I don't be no better than a man, so I apologize.
Listen. I hear that.
Hey, Kate said, I'm fighting demons.
One of my hoes for me. I was like,
damn. That's terrible. Go ahead, Brooke.
Run that back.
Oh,
man.
man.
I think I came up and I kind of got a little confused as to what the topic was due to some of the comments. But again, I agree on it's manipulation because at the end of the day, men barely want to do what it takes to keep one relationship stable. What makes you think they're trying to actually have two and that be it? No, they're really just trying to sleep around and do it, with whoever they can do it with.
They're trying to hunch around. They're trying to hump and jump around like Bobby Brown.
Yeah. So I just say that because at the end of the day, if you are truly taking on a poly situation or anything like that, that shit takes work. Like, you gotta have two actual functioning relationships for that to work, and that's almost impossible.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know. I think I missed the boat because when I looked at this picture, my mind didn't go to poly. My mind went to rapper lifestyle. My life went to he about to just have some fun on a Tuesday night, and you know what I mean? And the next day it's gonna be two new girls, or it's gonna be a new girl the next day. That's what I got from this picture. But if it's poly, it's poly.
But it's all wrapped into that continuous dehumanization of women. Mm-hmm. The same thing that we're talking about. Well, Jeff was talking about with referring to women as females, right? this is an age-old practice of dehumanizing marginalized communities. We can look at it in almost every G side. We can look at it in every marginalized community. The first thing that they do is they take away somebody's human qualities to make them less than, right? Because you don't feel empathy for something that's not a human. So if I refer to a woman as a female, I'm automatically dehumanizing them completely, making them completely less than. And when we see these women being tossed around like objects, one the next day, one the next day, et cetera, under a cover of poly, not only does it do disservice for true open relationships and poly relationships, it also just really reinforces the fact that women are not seen as whole entire people completely. Like whole entire human, whole entire human, okay. Whole entire people. That child's a hater. Okay. Whole entire people. He made me lose my train of thought. That little shit.
Yeah. I think you caught something that maybe some of us women didn't clock. Because I'm kind of like, hey, a lot of women would actually do the whole poly thing. If men could do it right, they can't. They don't want to. So I don't think, because for me, it's like, I don't want you around all the time. If somebody else want to keep you company, please go. Let her babysit.
Because we have been conditioned to do all of that free labor. So we're like, hell yeah, somebody else's problem. Great. Like, I only have to see you on this day and this day? Sure.
I think
it's like falling into it. Sorry, folks.
No, you're good. I think so to Brooke's point, I think where that, if you follow that thought all the way out, right? Like, let's play it out. If for what you're describing, the men would actually have to be better people, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So if the men were better people, then you wouldn't want them to be away from you. So it would automatically like kind of just come full circle, because the reason why you're like, yeah, go over there is because you're thinking about the state of men now, right? But the man you're describing would actually be a better and probably decent human being. So, and if he's a decent human being, then you're not going to want that man to be somewhere else. You're going to want that man right next to you. See what I'm saying? Like, so it doesn't work. Like I don't think that most women are interested in that, or a lot, or even to like a lot of women, or whatever the case may be. Like, I don't know. I think this is a very small demographic of people.
Yeah, you would want that person around, but at the same time, like the type of person that I am, I acknowledge that I may not be as sexually wanting all the time as my partner may need, nor do I want variety like some other people may need. Like Kay, she wants variety. I'm not that girl. I'm cool with one person, but at the same time, it's like I get that people vary on that in relationships a lot more than they realize. And at the same time, though, it's like you said, they would have to be better people in order for that to work.
Yeah.
You also have to be honest.
Right, and you have to be
honest.
So most men became honest and open people. What would that take to reach that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it.
It's like, I would rather give you space to operate within a certain set of boundaries than have you us be married and you cheat on me.
No, I'm not. Yeah, I ain't. I get that. I understand that. But
that's the only reason I think people seek it.
Yeah, but I don't think. I'm just saying, like, most men ain't honest and open. Osa put $5 on Dreaded Head. She said he had 6 words and traits on the red pill bingo card: high caliber, female, lying, gaslighting, and violence. Goes to show even awful men think they are good guys. Huge disconnect. Damn, I was reading. Yeah, man, that was bad. That was bad, Dreaded. I don't know, man. You said a lot of questionable things up there, man. I don't know what's going on with you. But you married.
I don't know what they're talking about.
You said you don't know what they're talking about?
Yeah.
But she said what she was talking about. She said what she talking about though. She said high caliber.
She said high caliber, and I never said high caliber the whole time.
All right.
Like, I related the story of my youth, and somehow she said I was talking about high caliber. Like, I never even said that.
Why did you mention the word caliber?
I never did.
Oh, now you. 1,000% for sure.
On it So you mean you didn't listen to anything I said because you were still like bent up out of shape out of this word caliber because you can't remember the bullshit coming out of your mouth?
That's crazy, fam.
You just stopped listening?
My boy Plug Runs, he's back on YouTube. Don't worry.
Oh, it's gonna be on the YouTubes.
Yeah, the YouTube's gonna have you. They got you clocked in 4K, man. And
Hold
if
on.
you didn't say caliber, which we know is a story, you still said all other type of stuff. Like you told some guy that his name is Alabama fella online. You told me you was gonna bust me in the head
For talking to
Why
you.
did you do that?
Really?
That's kind of crazy, Dreddy. That's kind of wild, bro.
First off, did I not say if you're gonna say
And then
something
tell you that
racist
you're
to
not
me?
racist.
And then tell
Did
him,
you say that, like, if I came up to you and said something racist, and then tell you I'm not racist?
hey man, I ain't punching nobody in the face if they not racist. Like, I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like,
if you're not racist, then say something racist. That doesn't make sense.
No. You're missing the point. We were having a conversation, and I brought up a hypothetical scenario, and I said, if I said this and said I wasn't racist, what would you do? And you immediately went like, oh, I'm finna make your nose run. You know, I'm finna make sure your eyes is dotted. That's what. Why did you? That was a very toxic masculinity thing to do, and we clocked it in 4K, and now you're trying to back them. And
like
Cash
I care
App said it too, and now you're like, I don't know what they were saying.
What
But
you
we
mean?
all know what they were saying. You're the only one outside the circle right now. You're the only one.
well,
Dog,
but
you act like I care about toxic masculinity. I'm explaining something to you. A man being a man is a man being a man. If a man gonna do what a man gotta do, a man gotta do what a man gotta do. A woman
That's
can't
the
decide what a man
lowest
gotta do.
caliber
And
man
feelings
to
can't
it.
decide
hold on, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff. Let him go.
If you want to be a man and in another man's face and be disrespectful, then you got to deal with the circumstance of being a man in another man's face being disrespectful. If you don't like the outcome, then you should have changed it before you walked up. Don't come up to me saying something ridiculous, then getting in your feelings. Then telling me, well, I should have did this, that, and the third. Said this, that, and the third. No, sir. I said what I said.
so at the end of the day gonna end.
Exactly. There's still tomorrow. And guess what? There's time for change and there's time for not. But if I want to change, I can change. If I don't want to. That's on me. That's on any man. But you can't try to force me to do something because you want me to change. Come on, man.
That's high caliber men.
They put, hold on, let me get this. Somebody put, hey, we getting fancy. We all around the world. We global, baby. Somebody put €5 on Dreaded Head. They said I got €5 on Dreaded Head for what Osa said, but also for doubling down, tripling down, and playing dumb. That boy is tripling down. Who heard him say high caliber? 95% said me. Only one person said not me. I don't know. They probably wasn't in here. But we gonna run it back. It's gonna be on the YouTubes, brother. Don't even trip. We gonna see what it is.
I'm a man about it. If I said it, I apologize for saying it, but at the same time, I
How you apologizing for some shit you ain't said? How you gonna apologize for some shit you ain't said, brother? Don't do that. That's crazy.
Is you sorry? Is you sorry, or you just said it?
You sorry you got caught?
said it subconsciously, then I'm apologize for it.
Ah,
Nah.
That was weak sauce. That was weak sauce.
I don't like that, man. I reject your.
You ain't got a lot of us.
Hey, hold on. What?
Man, I
Hey,
don't lie at all, bro.
hey, what Pac said? I reject your deposit. We shook Drake punk ass. We out of the closet. I reject your deposit, bro. That's crazy. I'm good. That was a wild apology. For what? I'm sorry.
I don't think I said it. So
I'm sorry you. I'm sorry you took offense. I'm sorry you heard what you heard. Is crazy. I don't know if I'm ready for that one.
You tried to make a deposit at the Yap Bank. It didn't work. Though. It didn't work. The Yap Bank full.
Alabama, you know I'm in Georgia, right? You ain't nothing but drive a hot way.
What? I know you're not talking about fighting online. Y'all fake tough, man. Y'all gonna understand. You gonna get enough of that. You gonna get enough of being fake tough.
I said I ain't nothing but a drive away.
I know you gonna get enough of being fake tough,
Real conversation,
brother. Seriously, Dreddy.
What's a fake conversation?
Hold on, wait. The only people scared of you is your wife and kids. Ain't nobody in the world. We don't give a fuck. All that fake tough shit, you can take that shit somewhere else. That's fake tough, bro. That's the opposite of what we're doing. That's what you're doing. You're doing all the flexing and posturing and peacocking.
Bro, I'm not posturing anything. I said to Alabama, I said, bro, you live right next door. We can drive and have a real conversation outside.
Yeah, this is gaslighting. You can talk to him online. Go to Discord. What are you talking about? You don't need to pull up. We not dumb. What do you think we? Come on, bro. Don't. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing. You just be lying for no reason. You got to be a man of integrity, bro. For real, on some real shit. Practice some integrity for once. You know what you're trying to say. Say it with your chest, bro. All right, here we go. He tripling down on the gaslighting. Tripling down on gaslighting is wild. Tripling down on the gaslight when niggas is telling you in real time we not falling for it don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, bro. And it ain't nothing y'all can tell me.
Gaslighting. Bro, what did I gaslight?
You trying to gaslight us right now? You trying to make us seem? Bro, you trying to tell?
Did I deny of him?
Sir.
You're trying to tell me something, so you're gaslighting me.
Nope. That's more gaslighting. The Darvo. The Darvo is crazy. The Darvo is crazy.
I said, dog, you live next door. I said, we can sit down and have a real conversation. You said, oh, I'm trying to threaten the party. I never said anything.
Damn.
In real time.
This shit is amazing.
In real time.
I want to know what is a real conversation because I thought we were having a conversation. I thought that's what we were doing.
You're not having a real conversation. What you're trying to do is you're trying to pander for likes and views and cater to these women ideologies. Let's be real.
Oh, we know he mad now.
White dude probably sitting up here telling all kinds of women whatever they want to hear. You might have white dude in South Carolina who got all them black women AIDS. Yeah. You ain't probably no different, but you want to sit up here and try to play this whole role.
You got him.
Between me and you is the difference between me and you is I can admit that the type of man I am.
What type of man are you?
Admit the type of man you are.
You a high caliber man. That's what you told us.
Yeah, nah, I'm not. I never said that.
Oh, okay. What type of man are you?
When did I say I was high caliber?
When you said it earlier.
You're a certain caliber of man.
Yeah. When you said it like 20 minutes earlier. But what type of man are you?
Like I said before, I'm an average man.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I view myself.
Mm-hmm.
I do good work. I make good money.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. I stay at home. I kick it with my family. That's about it.
That sound like
I
Jeff.
Sit there and try to be on all these social narratives. I don't follow all this BS. I don't believe in all this BS that everybody follow.
What
I
BS?
believe in all this word lingo and all this word flipping and you gotta say this to this person and talk like that. Bro, I'm an 80s baby, man. I don't care about none of that stuff. You gotta have thicker skin than that to hurt me. And you gotta come from rougher stuff than that to even bother me.
But Dreddy,
sit up here and say, well, people's feelings, bro, people get their feelings hurt every day.
I know. Oh, wait. But Bam, I'm sorry. But Dreddy, out of everybody on the panel, you're the only one that has threatened violence against people like 3 times.
Bro, when did I threaten violence?
Come on, bro. Don't be. Come on,
bro,
man.
When did I threaten
that ship is sailed, man. Come on, dog.
Bro, when did I threaten violence? You have to actually state.
All right, man. This is what I be talking about, man. These people cannot tell the truth when like what's going on, bro? Y'all allergic to the truth?
Bro.
I would like to clarify that you said words don't hurt. You got thick skin, but if when we were in front of each other and I said something, that's what you said it was going to be about it. And now you want to drive?
I asked you a question. I said, if you were to say something racist in my face.
Imagine coming on somebody's live and getting clowned. That's what that cash app said.
And you said, oh, yeah, you said you would physically hurt me. I said, and I didn't hurt you. I said, sir, you were trying to mentally hurt me. And you would be bothered that I physically hurt you when you tried to mentally hurt me?
Yeah.
I said, make that make sense.
Yeah. You just said, hold on, but you just said right now that words don't matter and all of that stuff, and I don't be cut da. But you just said being thick skinned. That don't sound too thick skinned to me.
If did he not provide an example, and I provide him an example back?
No. Why do y'all do that?
His example was he wanted to say something racist, and I give him an example of if we were together and you said something racist. So how's it that my example somehow becomes the reality of me wanting to hurt him, and his example of saying something racist towards me is not harmful?
Hey, you know what? Y'all know the Benny Hill song? Like that's what I hear when you start talking. You going everywhere, bro. You bumping into yourself. You've been contradicting yourself. You done contradicted yourself 3 times in the last 6 minutes.
How have I contradicted myself?
You just
said, I'm gonna give you an example. If I said something racist, I said, all right. I said, let's give it a place in the town. I said, if you had said something racist to me in front of me, he said, what would you do? And I give him an example. I said, I will punch you in your face and I will move on my way because you said something racist toward me, trying to hurt me. And I did the same thing to you. Now tell me, how is that any different?
I can't believe you.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I believe you, Jordan. I believe that if you got in our good friend up here, Jeff's face, I believe wholeheartedly that you would give him a whole lot of words. I don't think that the words would be harsh. I think that he would, I don't think that Jeff would say something racist to you, but I think that if he said something to you that you didn't like, you would put both your hands on his shoulders and y'all would discuss that thing. Because for one, math will tell you that if you look, I don't know if this is you in your profile picture, but if you look at you in this profile picture and you look at Jeff in this profile picture, I can kind of guess how the math is going to go with that. Like I can kind of guess where that would go and how many conversations y'all would have after you saw that man, like for sure. Mm-hmm. And I'm not, I like wolf tickets. I think that it's amazing when people sell them. I think that everybody should make money how they make money. You say that you make a lot. I missed the part about you being a high caliber man. I didn't miss the part about you describing yourself in your bio, similar to Lord Business. I did see that you were, a master of manipulator, a master of many, a father of gods or something. I can't. I'll go back and look in a second. But I do think that math would, be very easy to figure out. I don't know why y'all come online and say that though, because for sure, the easiest way to tell that y'all are not about what y'all saying is because of the fact that y'all say it online. Because if anything happens to this man and the police pull up this little live right here, I guarantee you would be implicated. And I don't know if y'all be knowing that or not.
They do be knowing it. BPG, like they know it because they not gonna do nothing. That's why I be like, stop with the fake tough guy talk, bro. We online.
Public though, you know why I say that though? I say that because if you're the kind of person who has watched this in movies and you haven't seen this play out in real life, then sure, you'll be like, hey, if you got something to say to me, you can pull up. Or I can come to where you at. But like, if you haven't ever had that actual experience, like, and I think honestly, a lot of these dudes, let's be honest, we not no spring chickens no more. Y'all ain't been in a fight in, I don't even know how long. Y'all
I ain't been in a fight
in at least a decade
20.
Or so. I don't know why these dudes always assume that if they get into a fight, they gonna win. Why do y'all assume that?
It's like not dunking the basketball in 20 years and being like I can still dunk. Like you can't. let me tell you right now, you can't. I've tried it. You can't. It's done. Your time is past, bro.
I used to dunk. I used to be able to hit a 3-pointer. You know what's more embarrassing than getting knocked out is swinging on somebody and throwing your knee out because you haven't been in a fight in a long time.
That sounds like it won't be my knee. My back definitely gone.
Swing on somebody and you ain't moved your shoulder in a while.
Not injuring yourself.
I used to live in Alabama, so I know Alabama front to back. I also have a podcast that I do. So my thing is,
you do a podcast?
Yes, I have a podcast.
Who the thug it?
So whenever someone says, "Oh, this, that, and the third," I don't want to hear none of this stuff that you want to say in front of other people so you can make yourself look good. I want to sit down with you and have a real conversation.
What do you?
So if I say I want to pull up on you and have a real conversation, I mean just that, a conversation.
So
that makes no sense.
Wait, hold on, y'all. Give me let him finish and then give me 1 second. I got to ask him a real question. Go ahead, Drader. I'm sorry, brother.
Okay, so here's my thing. I've been to Alabama. I know the type of people that live in Alabama.
Irrelevant.
So when I say I want to come there and have a real conversation, it's because I know exactly what type of conversation I'm going to get into with somebody from Alabama, especially a white man. And if that feel like that's a just at him, it is, because I know exactly what white men down there do. So when I say, all right, I want to have a conversation with you, tell me where you at so we can pull up and talk. I'm not finna come down there and try to do something to you.
Okay.
I don't have to.
Gotcha.
My brother's in the military. He can pull your address anytime he wants to.
A threat? Okay, so
my thing is this. When I want to have a conversation with somebody and I say conversation, that's just what I mean. I'm not trying to go nowhere else with it. If I want to say, oh man, we go down there and get throwing hands, bro, I would ask you to come to my ring and step in the ring with me. That's what I would ask you to. I said, man, come to Georgia, step in the ring with me.
What ring you at?
We got problems.
What's the name of the gym?
It's under my brother Shogun. He has a gym in
Man, get out of here. Anyways, hold on. This Dreddy. Hold on, brother. Hold on. I got you. This is what I wanted to ask you. So could it be that what you just said, because basically, and you correct me if I'm wrong, you are implying that Jeff and whoever else, that they don't actually mean the things that they're saying, right? Because you're saying, let's have a conversation in real life, because you're just, more than likely you're just talking like this online. Now,
yes,
that could be true. I'm not going to deny that could be true. But let's consider another possibility. Could it also be true that you are indeed the person that you're describing? That you're just projecting? Because I don't, and the reason why I'm asking that, and in all honesty, the reason why I'm asking that is because Jeff comes off as authentic to me. I haven't heard anything from him where he like contradicts himself or like lies or like doubles down on a lie, or you know what I'm saying, or like anything. Like I haven't heard him do that at all, like not one time. And I've been talking to him for months at this point now. I've listened to a bunch of his lies. We talk all the time. I haven't heard any of that happen with him, not one time in all the conversations I've had with him, right? But you, on the other hand, you just did it for like 10 minutes straight, while you just said, I don't threaten people, and then you went on a tirade threatening this man over and over and over again.
Bro, when did I threaten him?
But sir, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to explain it to you. If you don't know, you don't know.
Did I threaten him though?
Okay.
You just verbally tell me what threat did I make?
I'll say let's get in the ring.
You said we could pull up and get in the ring.
As an example.
I'm using this as an example. I got you.
If I wanted to do something, I would ask him to come to Georgia and get in the ring with me.
Okay.
That would be me making a threat. That's an example.
Now,
just like he said, just like when he said, if I said something racist, he said that's an example. So why is it when I say my example and his example, y'all try to be like it's different?
Because it is different. But here's the thing.
No, it's not. He said, I want to use something racist, say something racist to you and say it's not
But he
racist.
wasn't threatening you.
All right, then.
But he wasn't.
I used the example. I said, no, if I wanted to fight you, I would tell you to come to Georgia and get in the ring with me.
Or you would tell him, or you would ask him, where is he at in Alabama, and I could pull up on you. Either way.
No,
I
wouldn't.
Okay. But I don't think you would fight him either in real life. I also know you wouldn't pull up on him. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I thought that was funny that you would make that comment. That's the whole point. Is that two things?
Listen, you can believe whatever you want to believe, but here's the thing. I said what I said. I'm not finna sit up here and go back and forth about, oh, you threaten this man to that. I don't have to threaten nobody, sir.
That's what I'm saying. So why threaten people?
When did I threaten him?
I mean, we going around in circles now.
Exactly. Y'all don't have a point when I threaten this man. Y'all just using the word loosely.
I'm not using it loosely at all. I'm 100. Hold on. You know what? Hold on, Jeff. I'll ask Jeff. Jeff, because this is how threats work, just to be honest with you. Jeff, do you feel like he was threatening you?
So here's the thing. Yes, because
okay.
And I don't think Dreddy gets here is because when you say things that are violent and you don't say I'm going to do this, but you let someone know that it's there. Like you can use a child as the example. If you get out the belt or the whooping stick or you tell the child to go cut a switch and bring it back, you don't have to tell them I'm going to whoop you. It's implied that if you need is there.
Yep.
And that's exactly what you do. You said if that was the case, we're gonna pull up at the ring. If that was the case, I get my brother to dox you. I find out where you stay at. I know Alabama. I've been to Alabama. These things are threatening.
Yep.
They're not saying hey, I'm coming to get you right now. But you're saying if I need to, it's there. It just like a pew pew. I got it on me.
Yep.
You pull the shirt up. I don't want to use it, but it's there.
That's a threat. Somebody said that YouTube playback is going to tell on him. I mean, also it's happening in real time. Let me read this. Hold on, wait. Let me read the super chat. Hold on, dread it. Wait, I got you. Hold on. I'm gonna let you go. Osa said BPG will give you the most intellectual read, and she will. We not arguing about semantics about law, brother. We just talking about if a person feels threatened.
Because you want to go with the threatening situation, so let's talk about it, right?
It was a threat.
If I was to threaten you under law, I would have to actually draw down on you.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
That's not the only way to threaten somebody.
Yes, you do, sir. You actually have to be initiating or doing something physically at someone. You can't just say, like, and in this scenario, that's
you most certainly can.
No, it's not. Okay.
I already know. Wait. You know how I know that that's wrong? Because federally, under the First Amendment, there's certain things you can't do, and one of them will be.
I know that.
You don't know that because you can't.
Yes, you do. It's part of your freedom of speech. I do know that. You can say whatever you want to say. It's like put like this.
You can't say whatever you want to say. That's what I'm proving to you. You can't.
If you said this to a police officer, you lucky I don't have my weapon. Guess what? He still can't do nothing to you. He can't say, "Oh, you threatened me." He can't. Because you don't have a weapon.
They can take that as a threat.
They can.
They can.
They most certainly can take that as a threat. What are you talking about? You tripping, bro. You tripping. I hope you don't. Hey, Dread it. Don't do that shit, bro.
No, wait a minute, public.
Nah, I don't want that man ending up on the news.
I've already seen people in this situation.
I think you should try it. You might like it.
I don't want that man ending up on the news. He got a family.
You don't, but I like watching TV, so I think that you should try that.
That man gonna end up on a T-shirt. You better stop playing.
Do you know about yelling fire in a crowded theater? Do you know what law that is? Do you know where that applies or no?
Sir, that's not the same.
What?
Okay, no, it's 100% the same because here's
for sure the same.
Under the First Amendment in 1919, there was adjudication on, and I don't know the particular case, but look, 1919 First Amendment, fire, theater, and you'll get there. Do the research. But you cannot go into a theater that's crowded and yell fire because someone can be trampled to death. You're insinuating hard, bad things on people because you are lying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so under your first, you can't just say whatever you want to say and say, "Oh,
yelling fire in a theater and there's no fire."
It's okay, brother. It's okay. Sir. But you cannot.
Hold on. Time out. It's the same thing though, Dreaded. Hey, Dreaded. If somebody were to say, "I got that thing on me" in a room full of people, it can incite the same shit. Saying that you gonna pull up on somebody can incite the same shit. So people gonna get scared. They might get frightened. They might start acting irrationally because you said you was gonna Big Dreaded gonna pull up. They don't know what that means. See what? It's the same fucking thing, bro. It is. It's literally the same thing. I'm just saying. BPG wants you to say it. I don't, because I care about you, and I don't want to see you end up on a T-shirt, fam. Be careful.
There's one thing about it, and you know what? I bought this book specifically for TikTok Live. Because this is like the most watered down version of American government. It's American Government 101, a crash course in the U.S. government. And it says here, under restraints and defamation, that the most stringent protection of free speech, would not protect a man falsely shouting fire in a theater and causing panic. Thank you, Jeff, for mentioning that as well. You cannot just say whatever you want to say to people. You cannot threaten people. You cannot just go around making false accusations. You can't make erroristic gestures
30
and just leave it at that with the idea that you have freedom of speech. That's not what that means.
Oh no, man. I gotta read this super chat because it's so fucking funny. Regina said, "Here's $10. I'm not threatening to drop Dreaded. Just letting you know I just got paid and I got time today." She's not threatening to drop her, but she just said she got 10. She just said she got 10, but
how much we got in the offering plate?
we got 20 in the plate. Y'all need 30 more. Osa just asked how much more to drop Dreaded. We got 20 on the plate. Ali said, "Put me down for Nana Pudding for Dreaded when he end up on that T-shirt." when they do the fish fry for him, she gonna get a plate and some Nana Pudding, man. I'm gonna get some too, man.
Chicken and side of potato salad.
That chicken better be cooked though. Don't eat it raw.
Don't eat that raw, man. This shit it's grimy out here. Y'all tripping, bro. This
It's gonna
man.
be real interesting standing around singing "I Shall Wear a Crown."
Hey, somebody said I ain't marching.
This the God of Kings. This the King of Gods. Whatever your thing says.
Oh my God! They said I ain't marching. I said, God damn, they don't care. They said they do not care, man. Man, we got 25 more.
The other part that's weird to me though, and
Thoughts and prayers.
A lot of these guys do this, is that you said you had a podcast. Like, I think that it's very weird marketing to pull up on somebody physically and have a conversation that you could have online that would draw views. Like, if you have people with two opposing views, we know that for a fact.
2977.
When you have people with opposing views, why not just have that person on your podcast? Like, you actually make money from that person being on your podcast and having a conversation. Like, right now, this could have been the marketing ploy. Like, that's an easy, like, that was an easy plug for you to be like, hey, I got a podcast. This is the name of the podcast. I'm gonna tell you this. Hey, Jeff, if you want to see me in the ring,
let him go.
See me on my podcast, and that's where we can have that conversation.
Because the simple fact of the matter is this: what some of these dudes will say to impress people online is not what they would say in real life. Their whole narrative will change.
I think that's you, though, Dreaded. I think you're the person you're talking about. You see what I'm saying?
What would change? Like,
you got to ask yourself that. I'll give you an example. I'll tell you what.
I never said anything threatening. I said I would have a conversation. I said
I'm just, brother, Dreaded. You could.
I said I need to pull up so we can talk.
Dreaded, you could take it or leave it. Like I said, everything. I'm gonna speak for myself, and I could speak for everybody else up here except for the prototype. But I can speak for Ivory. I speak for Kay. I speak for Jeff. Whatever. But I ain't gonna do that. I'll let them speak for themselves. But I'll say this, brother. Everything that I say on here, I've said it in real life to my real friends and my real family. That's why I feel so comfortable saying it in front of y'all, because everybody knows me. It ain't like I'm asking. I didn't come on TikTok to rebrand myself. I'm this is who I am all the fucking time, for better or worse. Whether you like me, you don't like, that's fine. But this is who I am. But when people say, but when people
really like to believe that.
You said what?
Like, you can say that, like, this is how I am in real life, but I don't know you.
No, I know that. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm not trying to convince you. I'm saying no. You're not listening.
You want me to believe that you're the same way in real life, just like I'm telling you that I wouldn't do anything to this man, but you swear up and down I would. So why should I believe you when you don't believe me?
No.
What sense does that make?
Because you're lying.
Yeah. Exactly. So you're lying.
No, but that's not how that works.
You're lying to me, telling me that I'm going to do something, versus you telling me that you're the same person in real life. Well, I don't believe you.
Sir, you said it on a recorded live in 4K.
Multiple times. A lot of times. Like, not one time.
Here's the thing. Even if you didn't say it, let's just say that you didn't say it. But here's what people that understand the English language, this is what we understand. When you say you're not going to be public, Jeff, I don't know if y'all are like that in real life. Y'all could be lying. But me, Dreaded, I'm not lying. This is who I am in real life. You're implying that you are a higher caliber man than we are. You're putting yourself above us.
Not high caliber.
The same grace that you're giving yourself. You're saying, no, that's you, not me, because I'm better than you.
Sir, when did I say any of this?
High caliber is so funny to me. The prototype don't help this man one bit. Let this man do what he done. This man that took the rope, made the knot, threw the rope over the tree, put the chair under the tree, grabbed the rope, tied the shit to the tree.
So how is it that you saying I'm implying something? I never implied anything.
All that's implied. I don't think you understand.
No, it's not implied.
I don't think you get it. Could you send us a link to the podcast, because we want to hear
I want to go on the podcast, actually. I will go on it.
Let's do a podcast.
Come on, man.
I gotta go to Georgia. Oh, time out. With all this equipment I gotta go to Georgia.
Bro, I'm not gonna do no live stream podcast.
The internet don't work.
Oh, this shit crazy, cuz. Hey, this shit crazy. God damn.
You gotta take pictures on the wall and everything else. That's what that picture of me. That's me at my podcast. That's why I took the picture at.
Not at the podcast.
Yes, at the podcast.
Hey, what y'all be?
Yes, you have to take a picture and put it on the wall.
What y'all be yapping about?
We talk about everything. We talk about government, politics, what's good, what's healthy, what people should be eating, what people shouldn't be eating.
Bet. Where do you post it at?
It's online on YouTube. If you type in
Oh,
you gotta go look at the thing. You gotta go look at the thing.
Hey, real quick. Hold on, real quick. Let me read this super chat. LM said, love the dedication to setting these dudes straight. It's like they crawl out from under a rock and call in. Oh man, that's real. Hey, y'all got 39. It's 39.77 on that boy head. I don't know who's worse, him game bred or racial self-defense. Game bred is in third in that one. It's either him or racial number one. Racial is he far gone. Look, this is who I got in my rankings for worst callers. Ski Illy, racial. Man, Game Bread was crazy. Game Bread might be crazier than Dreaded. Game Bread he was unhinged. I ain't seen Game Bread on the internet since that live. I've been looking for him. He might have blocked me. Yeah, man. Y'all got 39.77. Look, we rounded up to 40 for you. We got 40. Y'all got 40 on that boy head. God damn, they said that boy.
He's still looking for the link.
He looking for the link, crazy. And we waiting because I want to type it in. I told him I could join. I jump on it. Yep, go ahead.
It's called Melanation Podcast.
Melanation Podcast. Okay. They said 12 on it, so that's 41. Let me.
On Misfits Media Group.
Yeah.
Okay.
Goddamn, BPG, you type too fast.
First of all, I can find anything.
I'm sure you can, but you just typing too fast. Disrespectful.
I don't even see you.
Dread, if you're talking, we can't hear you because you out of the app.
Is this you with these biddies? Next to the Dreaded, that's you with these biddies? Hey, this shit got one light.
I'm gonna go make when I get over here because I ain't trying to blow no smoke, man. I'm trying to support it and support. Y'all know how I am.
Let me listen.
What is it? What, Dread a skinwalker?
Nah, man. Hold on. Let me listen. These look like.
Play that out loud. Play it out loud.
I want to, but hold on. I can't do it on here. Damn. Because I'm on the YouTubes too, so it won't let me play it on the YouTubes. Hey, man. Hey, this kind of crazy. This kind of crazy to get clocked like this in real time. That man said.
I don't see no episodes with him on it.
Hey, man. Hey, it's okay, Dreaded. We get it, man. You not him.
He might be the producer. He might just be mixing it. His thing is the podcast itself. Like he talked about the podcast like it was a place. You know what I'm saying? That's at my podcast.
Hey, you better.
He takes the pictures. He takes the pictures when you walk.
That's not about right. Don't let me find out Dreaded the one talking about in 5.
Hey.
Action?
No, that's the director. I don't think he directing, but he definitely ain't on it. I don't see none with him on it.
Dread, are you there? Do you be doing the refreshments? You be getting a little tea and little crackers?
It's sad, man. I know. Why y'all be coming on these lives to lie to us? No, you've been watching my live long enough to know. We gonna dig at it if it's that shit crazy.
I think lying is fine. I think it's weird to lie and not make your page private. Like, I think that is strange. I will say that much. I think that part is kind of weird. Like lying on, on your career.
The lies.
It's weird.
When did I say I have numbers?
No, I wasn't saying that. I was saying in general. I think that a lot of guys who are similar to you like do the same thing. I wasn't saying you was lying on your numbers.
Nah, you didn't say you was doing no numbers.
I'm exaggerating about nothing I do. I just tell the truth about what I do. Like, it is what it is.
It's highly
It's a growth process. You know what I'm saying? So why would I sit up there and is trying to exaggerate?
Is highly melanated podcast or is melanation podcast?
Melanation.
If it's high caliber.
Hold on, man. What is it?
Melanation.
Melanation. Yeah, that's what I did. Melanation podcast. And it brings me to highly melanated podcast, but that ain't it. Because this dude big.
The one I see is from a year ago.
I see one from a month ago. It got 15 views.
You know what?
No, it got 15 views. It's from a month ago. It got 15 views. No comments and 1 like. And
it's gonna have 2 likes today. It's gonna have 2 likes today.
I want to like his. I only want to like his stuff though. Like, I don't want to like nobody else stuff.
Dreaded, where can we find your stuff? I'm looking too. I really want to see it.
Are we still a sexist society? In my opinion, podcast. That's not it. And I'm looking hard, brother. Post something real quick so we can find it.
He's still looking, I guess. I don't know.
That's crazy. You can't find your own podcast. You gotta have your shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We gotta get your little elevator pitch together because you should be able to describe the podcast, what y'all do, what time y'all on.
Yeah.
What type of viewers you have.
Like he said, you go to his gym, come to find out he ain't got no gym. He knows somebody that box.
The caliper ain't calipering right now.
You got to recalibrate, bro. We gonna need you to recalibrate, Dreaded.
I'm not trying to be no high caliber. I said I was average. So why is looking at high caliber?
You said you was a master builder.
Yeah,
I am a master
king
builder.
of God.
Okay, so I think that's the question that we asking. Lord Business, where is the footage?
Lord Business.
Hey, Lord Business was that's where I got diabolical from. Diabolical.
I don't think we're in the level.
You don't mind.
Oh, this shit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Damn. This is not high caliber work as far as I'm concerned.
The goose chase is goosing right now.
We getting a goose. We getting a goose. We getting a goose egg. That's what I came up with. I came up with a goose egg. I'm looking for the what's good for the goose. Where are we at with it, man? This shit crazy. I really want to know. Damn.
Oh, MELA.
Give him a little time.
Nah, man. Camille said, fuck out of here.
Hey, we slide it on down though. Ain't Prototype got a podcast too? Ain't he got a little something he cook up?
Yeah, Prototype.
I'm ready for the smoke.
Yeah, I just seen Prototype talking though, so I ain't gonna even hold you.
I'm trying to watch your stuff, man.
Hey, that was kind of crazy though, y'all. That was kind of wild. I done been on live with some liars before. That was a different one though, man. Yeah, we ain't gonna.
I'm gonna start promoting my stuff. That's the problem. Because they be promoting their podcast. He couldn't even find it.
Oh, well, you actually got a podcast.
I don't have a podcast, but I mean,
you do work on here. That's what I'm saying. So you could.
I need to start promoting my stuff because these dudes be lying, and they just I don't know. We wasted all that time looking for the fake podcast.
I spelled maybe I spelled it wrong.
Somebody found a video in the comments. It's gonna have 2 likes. I'm gonna find it. When we get over here. He could have made a podcast in the time he spent looking.
No, that's facts. That was facts. I really was trying to get to the bottom of that podcast, though. I did want to see it. I want to see what they be yapping about. Y'all know me. I like a good podcast, so I'll be listening. Hey, it's something say melanation cult. I don't know what that's about, but we gonna. Oh, I found it.
Okay.
I found it. 4 views. Streamed a year ago. Nah, this more than a year ago. Y'all math is off, YouTube. I guess they don't do it by months, though. 3 views. Streamed a year ago. For an hour. This topic on this episode, it says, who is 4T? The Republican Party and black folks, the plight of nationhood, the relationships between black some. That's a y'all know I like political stuff, so I might listen to it if they know what they're yapping about. The brothers had a discussion on unifying the black community through better relations between black men and black women, I'm guessing, and black women. Miss Mix-a-Lot joined in on the conversation to get a black woman's perspective. Yep. And they have a song on here. Okay. Crashing out, making bad decisions. They're actually live right now. Wouldn't you know it?
Is we on the podcast already?
I don't know. Crashing out. They're live right now. How you making a podcast and you dread it?
That nigga stole your clout, boy.
Dread it. How you making a podcast and here at the same? Wait a minute, fam. Hold on. They live right now, brother. Jump on the camera. Wave hi to it right now. Wave hi to it. If it's real, it's 5 people watching now. They probably all from this live. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Them boys are live right now.
They getting the cloud off our backs over here.
No, they not.
In real time.
Nah, they not. Nah, fam.
Oh, Paul.
This is crazy.
He owe you.
Come on, man.
Podcast watching him on your live?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Can y'all hear it? What they saying?
Oh my goodness.
I'm screaming.
I know that ain't right.
That's why he spent so long getting off here. Like, hey guys, what I do? They asking about the podcast. They asking about it right now.
Hey man. Hey, the podcast started 19 minutes ago. At that, this shit crazy. Pay the $100 to come back, Dreaded. I want to hear what you got to say. They got a lot of equipment. It looked nice. It looked better than my setup. I know that. They got the lights right. They must have had BPG come over and really set their lights up.
Don't lie on me.
My lighting is all messed up still. She ain't.
Let me see it. What's the name? Now you playing. Hold on.
Melanation podcast. Melanation. Not melon, Mela. Melanation. Melanation podcast.
Getting free features out of shit.
It's all nice. Ain't no roaches or nothing in here. This is nice. This is nice.
Allie said you fell for the banana in the tailpipe. I sure did. All right, man. Oh, it's 11 people watching now. What up? What up? They probably like, damn, why is there so many people watching our podcast right now?
Why would you put my name on them lights? He got you in the background?
Nah, ain't nobody watching that shit. What they saying? Can y'all hear it? Who listening? Listen to that shit. I want to hear what they saying.
We can't hear it here.
Turn it up. I want to hear it.
Things and the connections and the building blocks and the foundation becomes a very strong thing when they make a decision to crash out on it and make a bad decision. I don't need them because then they turn around and come back to the man. You know what I'm saying? I love what you're doing. How can I be a part of it? You already offered that.
Hey, y'all messy in these comments. They over there messy in these comments. What y'all doing, man? Oh, man, this crazy. Where Dreaded? Dreaded, the people want to see you, fam. We asking for you over here. Where Dreaded? Where Dreaded at?
Now they went up to 20.
They gonna clock out that podcast today and be like, guys, that's the most we've ever done. We put in work today. We had 20 people on the podcast.
Hey, man, this is amazing. Where Dreaded at, man? That boy done crashed out online. Why y'all always come on my live, Lion? I have never seen many. I've been on a lot of lives. I have never been in anybody's live that has exposed more liars in my life. That's one thing I will definitely own. I expose more liars on this live than anybody on TikTok. I don't care what nobody says. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't know what it is. Eventually the lies they just come gushing out. He live now? Where he live at? On his page? Is he at the podcast place? Is he at the studio? PR, he at the studio? Come on, man. This is crazy, y'all. That boy. This is Brother Live. This is the one that owned the boxing gym. Or this is the one that's in the military that can find your address.
Mm-hmm.
This nasty work. Y'all petty as fuck in these comments. Oh, these people. Hey, man, these boys don't deserve it, man. They didn't do nothing. We came for Dreaded. Dreaded done blocked me. I already know. Man, I didn't want him to crash out like this, man.
Man, I followed him. I'm trying to support him. Sister states, George over there. I'm trying to get his little numbers up.
Man, this sad. I'm done. I ain't about to watch that no more. That was sad, man. I ain't never in my life had. Oh man, what is wrong with y'all, man? Why y'all be lying so much? Why y'all gotta prove me right every day about what men be doing? Just lying. Y'all be just lying the most diabolical lies. Why? I'm not at the studio today. I'm not at the studio today. It's crazy.
Hey, public.
I'm not at the studio today. It's crazy.
Man.
Imagine somebody doing my podcast without me.
You think he 85 boys or something over there in ATL?
That boy said he ain't at the stoop.
Wait, not hearing your comments talking about so y'all over there making comments for what?
That boy said I'm at the. That man said I ain't at the stew today. Come on, man. Oh man, I'm about to call in. Short time listener, first time caller. Short time listener, first time caller. I only got one question for y'all. Where's Dreaded? Hey man, go spend some time with your kids, man. You got a wife? You said you was married, bro. I'm starting to. I don't know. Where B Bad at? I got a space open. Oh man, that was fun. I'm sorry, y'all. We got derailed. That was crazy though.
I want to say something right quick, and I got to jump out of here. But like all of that, he was saying all of that stuff, and don't get me wrong, we all clocked the behavior, but it started when I said something about correcting him on the female part. You know, I was like, hey, that's problematic. You know, and then it just went downhill. Instead of correcting himself and saying, you know what, yo, that sounds right. You know, that sounds like a problem or whatever. Instead of just in real time saying that, he was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna double down. Then I'm gonna triple down. Then I'm gonna get worse off. And now he ain't even at the studio.
Now he ain't at the stew today. Now he ain't even at the stew today.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That man, a whole life out here. The whole life.
Talking about
rings and matches. Talking about driving 8 hours to see somebody.
Talking about he got the box. Said you can come through and we could box. Then I said, I already knew. I said, where the gym at? Nah, bro. Too slow. You should have already knew. Oh, it's Wooty Woo Boxing over there off the da-da-da-da. You should have already knew. You line it up like that, you should already know what it is, bro. You going to the gym? Y'all don't be in the gym. Y'all ain't got no hands, man. Stop playing.
I have never seen copious amounts of gaslighting like I did this last hour being on this live.
Hold on. Be bad. Hold on. That's a lie, because you done been in my live a lot of times, and you done seen a lot of men lie.
I have, but the blatantness of like, he would literally say, oh, I'm rough and stuff with my Afro puffs, and then literally a minute later be like, I never said that.
That was crazy. Who, me? I like you.
Never. I'm an innocent young black man who would threaten the police, and they wouldn't even take it as a threat. I'm like, this.
I don't know what world he living in. I don't know what world that man living in, but that is not the right approach to take with them police, brother.
It's not.
That's
be like,
crazy.
Oh, y'all lucky I don't got my piece on me. Baby, they will show you theirs. Try it if you want to.
Please. Don't though, because I don't be wanting. See, I don't threaten violence against people. I definitely don't threaten violence against other black people. That's crazy, but
I don't either. But this man is literally, he threatened us by lying to us in Darbo, sister. I felt like I felt like his abused wife.
That
the way he was gaslighting and lighting.
Are we sure he's married?
No, and I wanted to bring that up. I think it's so interesting how men will, one, call women females and literally discredit us, but for them to make a point, right? For them to seem like they're better, or for them to make a better point, or for them to be higher in a societal leveling, in a societal patriarchy, they understand that being married and having children gives you a better benefit as a man. So every single one of them lies about having a wife and having a family because they know that those things makes you look better as a man, even though they don't have it. But then they sit there and they don't take care of kids. They talk bad about kids and they call women females. Like, you know, you need us for you to look better as a man, but you don't respect it.
Hey, I'm starting to think his real name ain't Dreaded Skywalker. Go ahead, Ivory.
Oh, I was just going to say he didn't engage with any of the women on the panel. He only engaged with yourself and with Jeff. He violently disregarded absolutely, and then, you know, disregarded that and full on lied to everybody's face, saying that he didn't say that shit. But he full on said, no, he wasn't listening. And he went back to that original point.
We're told whenever we're like kidnapped or anything like that, that we're supposed to make our attackers say our name and relate to us as people that they would actually be friends with or be related to or something. So when they reduce us down to females and things like that, they're keeping us at an arm's distance. It's actually pretty scary when you think about it. That's why the incel...
Because we are objects. We are objects to be obtained, to be used, and then discarded over and over again. We keep seeing it over and over and over and fucking over again. Sorry.
No, you good. The Darvo was wild. Damn, that was crazy. It's gonna take me a second to process all of that. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. That was kind of wild, man. That was different. I think B is right. That was a little different than normal. That was a high level. We be trying. Dreaded, please pay the $100 and come back up, bro. I really want to talk to you, man. I promise you, bro. We be trying what? What are we trying to do? We were trying to support
$100 to yourself and bring them back up.
Nah, fuck that. We were trying to support your podcast. That's what we were trying to do.
Be brave, come back.
Or he lied about said podcast. And speaking of podcasts, my name is B Bad, and I am the owner, founder, and creator of Tactless Radio, the podcast.
I like your podcast, B.
You can find me on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Pandora, Google, Spotify, YouTube.
Could you spell the name of the podcast?
Of course. It is TACTLESS, Tactless, because I have some tactless thoughts, like the motherfucker who was up here earlier.
Nah, they don't compare yourself to him. I listened to like 2 episodes of your shit a while ago, and I ain't been listening to podcasts recently, but yeah, I like your podcast though. It sound good, it sound professional. I like the topics. It's good. It's good stuff.
Right. Because if we up here talking about podcasts, like, oh, I'm gonna take you on my podcast, we talk about everything. Nigga, you ain't nowhere to be found on that said podcast. Why are we blatantly lying? Like, we not gonna Google your shit in 2 seconds and see that you lying.
He working remote, y'all.
That's what I was saying, Kay. Like, we've been on these lives a couple of times, but the blatant, like, literal lying of, like, yes, I did, no, I didn't. I think that man has a mental issue.
Hey, that man said he not in the studio today, and that shit still messing with me. I ain't gonna even hold y'all. He said he not in the studio.
I don't think that man ever been in a studio.
In the stew? You gotta go through this.
He was that one time a year ago.
When he took that picture. When he took that picture. When he took that picture a year ago, he was in the stew that day. That's about it. Oh man, that was sad, man. Okay, I mean, that was fun.
I'm gonna make some room for you.
My bad. I do have an episode of a podcast that's out on Spotify.
There you go.
It's called Black Women Can. BLK Women Can. I forgot all about that just that quick.
I like that. Black Women Can.
Okay, BPG, I'm going to that right now.
Yeah.
But public, you know what's funnier?
Are you leaving, Ivory? Okay.
Funnier? They be talking about they make 6 figures.
Okay.
They be saying they make 6 figures, but when you tell them to pay that $100 to come back, they ain't got no money.
Hey, I ain't gonna even hold you. If somebody paid $50 to drop me and they was lying about me, I'll pay that $100 to come. If somebody paid $50 to drop me, that'd have been nothing to you, boy. I'd have been right up there like, hey, because once you pay that, you already know pretty much ain't nobody gonna pay another to drop you. So I'm back up in that thing like, fuck it, here we go. Here go 100. I'm talking my shit.
That's the thing. That's the thing, Kay. They only gonna stunt when it comes to stunting for other niggas who trying to get some women. Like, but when it comes to their morals, when it comes to their name, they don't care nothing about that name. Because I'm gonna sit there and be like, you broke as a joke. He be like, no, I can bring myself. No, they don't have any money. Absolutely none.
Damn, man. I think at first I don't mind being, I don't care. I don't think I'm better than nobody. So I don't mind when you know, like me in public, but I don't be liking when y'all be tying my name up with y'all names though, and y'all end up crashing out like that, bro. I don't like that shit. Like if you gonna like attach yourself to me, just don't get up here and crash out. That shit crazy. At least, you know what I'm saying? Like keep it, yeah, you know, me and Pub, we like, you know, the same caliber. Like, I don't know. I don't like that shit. Cause I ain't never y'all ain't never
get a straight answer out of you.
You what?
We can get a straight answer out of you.
Yeah, I'll give you all this.
From yesterday to this one, we want the same thing from our politicians as we do from men. Just one straight answer.
I'll give it to you straight.
Where is this podcast? Nowhere to be found. And yesterday, one thing that you do to make your woman happy. Complete blank.
What did Dreaded come back? What did we make up? What did we make up? What did we lie about?
He was, you know, he was being diabolical when he compared himself to you. I said, bitch, you ain't nothing like
I don't even care. Who the fuck am I? I'm just like, but then to hear him crash out, I'm like, we ain't. Yeah, we not.
Dreaded, you definitely crashed out, bro, when you said that you was gonna tell the police that they was lucky you didn't have that thing on you no more. Like, I swear to God, you had a death sentence at that point.
Hey,
you won't crash out.
Hey, if you say that shit around me, if they pull us over and you my homie and you say some shit like that around me, I'm literally gonna switch sides and stand next to the police officer. You on your own, brother. It's A-cab all day for me. You say that shit, I'm gonna be like, yeah, let me go on and just get over here.
I don't know that man, sir. Officer, I don't know that man.
I'm just an Uber driver. This motherfucker just got my back seat. I don't know who this dude is.
That's exactly why the lady said they not marching for his dumb ass.
For real. I'm out because that's crazy. I didn't make up nothing. I ain't said nothing. I ain't lied on nobody, brother. I ain't got to lie on you. I ain't make up nothing. I didn't insinuate nothing. I didn't jump to no conclusions. Nobody did. Because if I did it, everybody did. It's like 700 people in here combined. You mean to tell me that we all just made up this shit? We all just heard the same? Like, come on, bro. Nah, dog.
He's trying to gaslight en masse.
The en masse gaslighting is wicked. Nasty work. Like, really, really high level nasty work, man. Like, you got a black belt in that shit. That's crazy. Now he lying in the comments. To lie on a panel and then get dropped and then lie in the comments, crazy. Diabolical. We got to do better, man. Why y'all be doing us like this, man? Damn.
We got a podcast around. Why he in here?
Why y'all be doing us like this, man?
He not at the studio today.
He not at the stew. He not at the stew, man.
And that's crazy because you did ask him like all the technology in the world, and y'all only have a brick and mortar, like a centralized location for your podcast. Like y'all can't zoom nobody in.
It look nice. All you gotta do is get motherfucking StreamYard. We can talk all day. We can yap all day.
Yeah. All you need is a Zoom, a Streamlab. They got a couple apps, my love, but I mean that's probably why they haven't had any episodes in a year. You gotta take your ass to Georgia.
Yep. I ain't driving to Georgia to go on y'all podcast.
Yeah, right. Hell no.
If y'all flew me out, I might go down there. Maybe,
but that's the thing. He wouldn't fly you down, considering he talking about you on the same atmosphere, the same level as him. But he will waste his gas to drive over to Alabama for some smoke. So
to get beat up.
Makes sense.
Driving 4 hours to get beat up.
That's next level nasty work right there.
That mine ain't all the way there, bro.
That's crash out activities.
You a crash dummy for real. Driving 4 hours to get your noodle knocked. Get your noodle loosened up a little bit. Crazy.
Hey, but Pop, that be our baby fathers in real life.
Oh man, hey, how you gonna be mad for the whole drive? Like you gonna be mad for the whole drive? Cause I don't even be that. I ain't been that mad in a long time. That's crazy.
No playlist got to be hitting for real in order for you to do that. Like by the time I get to the fourth song, my jam that accidentally came on because YouTube done got confused, and I ain't even mad.
I'm over here singing, making my way downtown, walking fast. That's my shit. Don't let that
your whole mind to change real quick. Like,
and I need you.
That man listening to Wolf Dead Trick. Wolf Dead Trick the whole time there.
Hey, cause my list is eclectic, so it's gonna throw some random shit up in that motherfucker. It's definitely when you let your shit play, like at the end of like Apple, when you on iTunes and we let your shit play, like the first 3 songs be kind of matching the, you know what I'm saying, whatever I was listening to before. But that 4th song gonna be different. I know that shit. That shit gonna be the first. I'm gonna be listening to like some Pac shit, and then like the 4th, it'll be like Pac, Fabulous, Jada, Styles, and then the 4th song will be motherfucking no matter what you say, what you do. When I'm alone, I'd rather be with you. Fuck these other niggas. I'll be right by your side till 3005, and I'm gonna be in that motherfucker. Okay, hold up, wait a minute. Oh man, this shit crazy, man. Yeah, I ain't driving 4 hours angry.
Chance the Rapper on his way to get knocked.
Yeah, don't listen to Chance. Listening to Chance to get your head knocked is crazy. If that Chance come on, just turn around, man. You driving that shit that when I get down to my luck, I hide behind my eyes in Hollywood to singing what you know, but who you know. That Vic Mensa come on, just turn around, bro. You done, dog. You don't need that shit. It wasn't even worth it at that point, baby. Just going back to the house, baby. Oh man, yeah. You can't stay mad for 4 hours though. It's all right, Dreaded. I got you, bro. It's all love, baby. Hey, y'all want to say something? I'm gonna let Sarah and Sin, y'all get it on out. Damn, that was funny.
Came in for the original question of this or that.
Please, thank you.
If you start in this, which is, I think, what a lot of people would, or I guess some people would transition to that, in my own personal opinion, because I just had a baby, I would want more that, just because I want the village to help raise the child. And if my partner is any indication, then when you've got a child to raise, you kind of resent raising the man more than you did before. So you kind of need help just maintaining like our relationships. But with the kids, I personally have felt that there's this, I don't know, more of like a connection and a bond between women and mothers that comes like after children. That anyway, sorry, I am saying it very badly, but
no, I get what you're saying. It sounds like you're saying you want what's it called, like a commune type of situation.
A sister wife.
Yeah, I was thinking sister wife, but I was thinking commune would be nicer.
I'm saying that that a woman could view it as like having help, but not want the romantic side of it.
That's like a commune. Yeah.
So what you're saying is pretty much what I'm saying. Yeah. Commune would be right. But I grew up in Oregon, and I saw some of those commune things, but they were like hippie communes, and Lord save me.
Oregon scares me. That state.
Oregon should scare you.
Yeah, Oregon is a scary state for a black person. That shit, right? I'm in Cali, and I thought about moving.
I didn't mean for that reason. I was talking Sasquatch, but no, Oregon.
Not Sasquatch. Nah, man. Oregon is pretty. It rained a lot, where yeah, I looked it up because we thought about moving there. We was thinking about moving like outside of Portland and stuff, and yeah, I looked it up, and then I looked up the history of Oregon. That shit was founded as an anti-black state. Like a bunch of white people moved there literally to escape Negroes, and they was like, yeah, no blacks allowed in the state. And then when I be thinking about a lot of the shit that be happening in Oregon, I was like, yeah, that shit is that shit's still there. It's still like that. So I was like, nah, I'm good. I can't. And I know that all of America is an anti-black country. Don't get me wrong, but like for you to take it a step further and make it like, nah, we gonna make an anti-black state. I was like, yeah, nah, I'm good. I'm good. Hold on, wait. Oh, wait. Hold on, let me see. Okay, hold on. We gotta make room. Come up, Norman Lawson Jr. Come on up, brother. You invited up, man. I like that comment. That's an interesting comment. Come on up, brother.
I ain't gonna lie, Oregon sound racist. Like you can get the rope Oregon. Like, come on.
Oh God.
Oregon crazy, man.
Thought about it like that.
Yeah, Oregon, wow.
That prompt triggered the shit out of me. Because in my last relationship before that, I was poly. So
oh, it got you?
Yeah, if I decide to be in a consensual relationship with one person, then monogamous, then it is what it is. But, you know, to go ahead and do that, I could have had two niggas. Like, they be thinking we don't want two tongues on our shit, one on sucking our toes and one tongue in our butt. Like, that shit blows my mind. We want that too.
Sin.
Sorry, I'm just triggered.
How did we get here?
It's the swindling me out of that. I'm screaming.
How did we arrive at that place?
Is she wrong?
I'm not saying she's wrong. I'm just like, how we get?
Every fantasy that y'all have with two girls, we want that with two men sometimes. I don't say everybody, but
I know.
For sure.
Yeah, I know. We all old and horny. I ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't no shame in that. I don't care nothing about it.
But to get swindled out of that for this was not it.
Not for Chief Keef.
Nah, and I'm gonna drop after that. I just came to say that bullshit was some bullshit.
She said from the bite. That's crazy. I love it though, man. I love it. Yeah, hey, you know what? He didn't come up. I invited him up. That boy said, nah. Hey, I love y'all like a play cousin. I appreciate y'all coming up. I gotta go. I gotta go. You know, do some things. Let's unpack that. We're gonna be on the Discord for all the peoples. Anybody that signed up on the YouTubes as a member, definitely slide over to the Discord. We're gonna have the members only. You know, what's these things called? My brain, I'm still reeling from that episode. I ain't gonna even hold you. Members for the decomposition live. Why y'all not gonna never let me lay that one down? Decomposition live. Yeah, we're gonna do it in the decomposition live after this. Now the decompression live, we doing that in the Discord. That's how we doing it. Regina, what's good? How we get on Discord? I will send you the link. Yeah, after the show. Regina, are you following me on TikTok? Because if you follow me on TikTok, I could DM you. Yeah, I could DM you. Y'all don't laugh at me. My brain farted yesterday. Jesus Christ. Hey, appreciate y'all on the YouTube. Thanks to everybody that hit the super chats. Jessica, Black Sheep, Dollhouse Q, L Law, Lauren, BK Standards, Sophia, Easy Breezy, Watashi. Appreciate y'all. Oh, hold on, there's more. Says, Osa. Can't forget about Osa, Regina, LM, Star Moon Gaze that I not read. Hold on. She said, I'm starting to think Dreaded, the high caliber man has dementia because he can't remember and keep up with his lies. Put 5 on his dome piece. I missed the Star Moon. My bad. Damn, I missed that one. He's got to go before he goes to the clink. Lottie, HD, appreciate you. Yeah, I missed those two. Damn, y'all should have told me. Hey, the YouTubes, we was YouTubing. The chat was chatting.